everybody, welcome back. We're about to kick off the second half of our night. Our brave heroes in the town of Aberdovey found themselves under attack by a strangely organized band of orcs. After fending off some of these orcs and fortifying the keep, the heroes ran out to the church nearby to rescue Reagan, the captain of the guard, and the priest, Eldon. With the two of them and several dozen citizens in tow who had been holed up at the church, our heroes now flee back to the Bailey in the center of town.
Woohoo!
Alright, we're going to go ahead and kick things off while we wait for our other two players to get here. As you approach the gatehouse, you can see archers laying down covering fire so that the winch can open. The winch opens up, lowering the drawbridge, and you're able to get across with the priest, Reagan, and the citizens in tow. As soon as you're inside, a couple orcs rush in after you. The drawbridge slams shut, and a couple guards that were in there slam their spears into those orcs, killing them.
Nice.
You're now inside the Bailey. You have most of the guards in here with you, several citizens, about several dozen citizens, and the captain of the guard and the priest.
How much is a health potion? We took a few.
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I've never seen
Alright.
a book fight like that.
As you get inside, you see Eldon panting, and he says, "Neither have I. Ugh,
Are you alright, Father?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'd hoped to. Loromir grants me some divine providence to work miracles in his name. I had hoped to save my power for the stitching of wounds, but it seems we needed some of it to save our own lives and prevent those wounds. If any of you are wounded, I can help you now."
Yeah,
Aw,
there's the
man.
bummer.
Yes, I'm wounded.
Alright,
Out of character, we just used a
How
bunch of our
wounded you
healing
are?
potions, so...
How wounded are you?
3 points down.
Alright, he approaches you and he
Still
places a hand
one
on your forehead, and he says, "My child, be healed in the name of Loromir." And you are healed 3 HP.
I'm only down by one, I'm
Brandon
not asking.
is. I'm sorry.
I think I prefer
not
the
Brandon.
Shrock and Lick.
Farin?
Farin,
Well,
my friend here.
I'm not
Yes.
surprised.
He would like to be healed.
Oh
as
wow,
well.
Wounded.
On a scale to 0 to 12, he's at an 8.
Alright. So yeah, the priest comes up to him and heals him back to full, and he says,
I'm glad I only
"Loromir's blessing be upon you,
Yeah, he
brave warrior."
probably says something witty and insane.
Alright. And
I don't need any healing, Father, but I would appreciate a blessing.
As he approaches, he looks to you and he says, "Any blessing I could give you, Loromir has already granted. You fight well on the battlefield." And he shakes your hand.
Cool. And I'll just I'm good. So I'll just
I'm good.
silently pray to the black and into the red.
Having finished
As you do so, the
battle,
priest
I'm
sort of
also-
scowls at you as he passes
No, I
by.
do it really quietly and not near him.
Yeah, but he
Just-
sees that you're kind of praying to yourself, and he
knows what faith you follow.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
I just
Yeah,
sit
fair.
on the ground, blossoming flowers.
All
I
right.
was trying to be polite.
At what time of day is it?
At this point, it's
You
it was
reference.
late afternoon when the battle started. At this point, it's probably
Is that what
7 or 8 p.m.
Facing towards the barely visible setting sun, I would like to drop to one knee and pray for him as well.
All right, sounds good.
Probably not leaning towards.
All right, let's see.
Was it?
All right, you've been healed back to full health.
I can't tell. Yeah, I
Watch
helped
your
him.
Yeah, we had the priest here. He just healed all of us. So.
I made him do it. You're welcome.
Reagan, looking around, says, "Right. And what else have we to do? You know the lay of the land, the
The
situation."
prisoners.
The rest civilians to be rescued.
They should be first.
Right.
We can deal with the ogre later.
So atop the Bailey, you can see that the ogre's now hurling boulders at the
maybe not.
at the
Or
wall
maybe not.
around the motte and at the gate. They're starting to come down. You might have enough time to go rescue the prisoners first, though.
We'll need to take the ogre now.
All right, you want to do the ogre first, then?
True.
Rescuing the prisoners won't do any good if they die here along with everyone
I
else.
think that might be a good idea.
All right. Reagan has her halberd, and she says, "Well then, would you prefer if I come with you and help you bring down the ogre, or
Yes,
stay
please.
here to defend the civilians?"
Please, please.
What'd you say?
I said yes, please. Yes, please.
Just immediately.
Yeah, please,
She didn't even finish her sentence. They're just like, yep.
All right, so that's 2 for her coming with you. Rest of the group.
Yes, I'm coming.
No, do you want her to go with you?
But
Or stay here and defend the civilians?
please.
All right, then that's 3. That's the
if
way
you don't
go.
mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
then I will add her.
I look at her and go, "Don't worry, the green would be with you."
Yeah, she probably doesn't appreciate that.
She looks at you and just sort of rolls her eyes.
Yeah.
And she says, silly superstitions.
I look to.
It doesn't affect me.
Look to Sam. I'm a little offended on your behalf. And I'm just like. But that's
To name's Oz.
That's all I do.
Oh yeah, I guess we haven't done full introductions.
Oh yeah,
have we?
right. Hi, Oz. I'm Boss UI. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I see you might be a priestess of the black,
Hi, yes, I am. I recently got my title. It's been an interesting encounter so far.
Well, I know you don't accept gifts from the green, but here you go. I grab a clover from the ground that I blossomed and I hand it to
Take
her.
it, and as I take it, I say, the black accepts offerings from all sources.
Yeah, and you do know that the green and the black are both part of the old faith, and so yeah, they're all intertwined.
Yep.
They definitely would be on good terms. All right.
Listen, this is all well and good, but we need to take care of the ogre now.
We need to
Right.
have pleasantries. We need to exchange
No
pleasantries.
pleasantries.
Reagan says, right then I'll come along. And she looks around and she says, Lewin, Gerhard, come. And 2 guards move up with their bows. And she says, place yourselves on the wall. We're going to need cover fire to get into the ditch. We'll head to the tree line, through the trees. Now watch yourselves. There might be archers in the trees. She says, once we get through the trees, we'll be able to come up behind the ogre.
We could go forwards at a slower pace, but keep ourselves low to be able to avoid the archers, or we could go faster and risk being shot. I don't know if we have the time to wait.
Can you turn down the music on tabletop audio?
I can.
I'm definitely taking Esper with me if I can.
We're going over the wall. We're not going to be able to take the horses.
Oh, wrong one. This is the one that should be put. Try that. Is that good?
Just a little bit more down.
I'm trying.
Or you could just turn around.
Yeah, then I gotta get out of my chair. That's the whole big thing.
Now your
How's
stupid
that?
face
Yeah.
is in front of
That's
everybody.
All right.
Can you go back to that screen?
Go
Yeah,
back.
go
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
going
this
to.
room.
Go back to
If you have sufficient.
You didn't last time.
Ooh.
Oh!
Someone's in
I don't know
trouble.
which one it is. Is it that?
Yeah, no, not
Or
that.
we're
No.
looking for
That
that?
That one.
All right. All right. So, which one do we want to do? Slow or fast?
The longer we take out there, the more arrows
Just go
we may
fast.
meet.
You're right.
Let's do
All right.
it.
Running
Let's
Let's
rush
go.
it. Let's
All
rush
right.
it.
I'd like to... Yeah, I guess we'll just go.
The 2 of the guards, as those 2 guards, as Lewin and Gerhard head up to mount the wall, the arrows at the ready. You can see them climb up there. 2 other guards put a ladder in place for you to climb and leap over the wall.
Cool. I do
There
it.
we go.
Cora,
As it's drawn
I
and
tossed you
ready.
another javelin. Brandon?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have perhaps a second ladder for the way down?
No, just jump right off. Let's go.
I say, sorry, don't have anything to do about that.
Jump right off.
All
Don't
right.
worry, mate. I think we might find ourselves way down there.
Yeah, Boz,
somehow.
as you leap off with your axe, you hook it into the wall and use it to slide yourself down the wall.
And then I yell up at you. It's easy. Just come on down.
Can I use? Am I able to use gust to?
To like sort of poof, so that you
Cushion
land.
your fall.
Well, like
Yeah, a
help
little
right before I hit the ground. Just poof.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I do it. I also do it for the wizard.
All right.
That is so kind.
I don't have anything like that. I am just
Jump!
jump.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you jump
Ah!
and you hit the ground.
Gust right before
Shocks
it
you a
hits
little bit, but you're good.
I'll hook a javelin in halfway down. Just
All
to
right,
slow
and
my
yeah,
fall.
swing down, yeah.
And hit the ground.
All
Well,
right.
now that javelin probably doesn't work anymore.
I had
It's cut in
extras.
half.
He said he had like 26.
I've got a bunch of them.
All right.
I'm carrying
They keep
a number
multiplying.
of javelins.
All
I
right.
didn't say 26.
I don't remember.
So are we headed into the tree line?
Hi, sir.
All right, you go running
Are you
towards the
kidding
trees.
me? It's perfect.
You go running towards the trees.
It'll
Go
be 8.
My
roll
home.
for initiative for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing we do. Oh, missed.
But not bad.
Oh!
Foreign.
13.
Osborne.
Natural 20.
So what's your total?
21.
All right. Esteemed.
20.
All right, Boz
14. My name's UI.
and Thaddeus.
3.
3.
Nailed it.
I am Darth.
So,
Nailed
Osborne,
it.
as you go running forward, you see that the orcs
This
are
is-
scattering
this is
so
my
they can
wisdom.
get out of the way
I-
of the arrows that Lewin and Gerhard are laying down. However, you can place yourselves right here, anywhere in these 6 spaces there,
I'll be in front.
and then throw Reagan into one of those spaces as well.
Let's go, Reagan.
So,
She's-
as you
she's
go
on the
running
front
forward,
now.
you can see that there are, in fact, archers in the trees. They're up about probably 10 feet or so.
Have we had time to take an action on the way down?
No, your whole, basically, unless you want to get hit by arrows, you need to get to here.
Yeah.
You
No,
need
I
to just
just
focus.
Yeah, I just meant like, could we have been?
Right, no, unless you wanted to get hit by arrows, basically you couldn't do anything else.
Cool.
To get here. Osborne, what you got?
Oh.
On your turn.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna cast a cantrip
Alright.
of awesomeness. I'm gonna
Alright.
cast a cantrip of gust on one of the ones in the tree.
Alright, cool. Does he need to make a, what is it, strength save?
Yes, strength saving throw, or be pushed
All
5
right.
feet away.
Let's
And
see.
just knock him out of the tree.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, what's your save DC?
13.
All right. One of
I'm
the
gonna go
archers,
for this one right here.
One of the archers is drawing back his bow. A wind sort of pushes into him, and as it pushes, he drops down and grips the log. He doesn't fall off. He's still holding onto that branch.
Did he
As
drop
I,
his bow?
as I
He did
cast,
not.
Oh,
as I set my staff down, I listen to it and I say, "You Wayne, push him out."
All right, Esteem.
I will continue moving forward. So I guess we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Shoot, no, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll just chill touch this dude up in the tree here.
All right, cool.
As I'm
And yeah,
running
you can
through.
see he's not obscured, but he's concealed quite a bit by these leaves and branches.
Okay, well I'm confident in my touching, and it is 15 on the dice.
Fair enough.
Yes,
All right.
you
Go
are.
ahead,
Yes.
tell me that again.
It's a 15 on the dice, so 22.
Huh.
22. All right.
20.
Or 20 total. You
yeah.
got him.
Nice for 4 necrotic damage.
All right, yeah. A skillful hand grabs onto his foot and starts yanking him out of the tree. He's trying to shake it off. That puts us at UI.
Oh, nailed it. So there's a tree trunk, right? Could I maybe hide behind that after taking my?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Now hide would be an action if you wanted to
I'm
actually
just
hide.
gonna stand behind.
Just stand behind it for cover? Yeah.
Let me cover. That's good enough. Is this guy still in the tree?
Yeah, he's in the tree.
Cool. Then I throw an axe at him.
All right.
Right. I'm gonna aim for like the shoulders, to
you
maybe
spell your
like
character's name?
throws him off balance. He falls off the tree.
All right.
I don't know. I got a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
That will do 6 damage, and then I'll just duck behind this little tree trunk.
All right, so your axe goes hurtling towards him, slamming into his side, knocking him just a ways, but he manages to hold on, and that puts us at the archers. The archers all very carefully draw back their bows, aiming precisely. 2 are going to fire at Esteem, and 1 at, we'll say, Thaddeus.
Oh, they're aiming precisely. Right?
So the 2 at Esteem are 23 and a 19
Wow.
Wow,
Any day of the week.
for 8 piercing and 9
Okay,
piercing.
well,
Yeah.
I fall unconscious
So
Jeez.
Esteem,
and take a death save, I suppose.
yikes! All right,
He's
so
got 8
Esteem,
HP.
There you go.
Yeah.
Peppered with arrows, you drop to the ground.
Oh man.
So
All
that
right.
helps much.
All right. That I do.
Then the
Which
last
one's
is coming towards Thaddeus. That's going to be a 19 to hit
Wow, that'll do.
for 8 piercing damage as his
Ow.
longbow shot slams into your chest.
Jeez.
And that puts us
rude.
at Farin.
All right. So I'm going to move 30 feet right here.
All right.
And how high is he up?
He's up probably about 10 feet or so.
Oh,
So you
Great.
could reach him with a pike.
Fantastic. Well, then I would like to crit, sir. And
Oh!
deal 14 piercing damage.
All right, on that
I
one
would
there.
like to crit, sir.
All right.
Well, actually, not 14. It's more than that. 13 plus 3, so 16.
Ooh.
16? All right. So as you take your pike, go running towards the tree, you see him standing on a branch above you. You plunge your pike upwards, hooking him, and fling him down out of the tree onto the ground, and he's killed.
I'm so tired of you archers. Face me!
All right. That puts us at Reagan. Reagan's going to head towards that orc over there, and she's going to get right below it with her halberd, and she's going to swing up into that tree branch in an effort to knock him down, hitting for 4 slashing damage as the branch shakes and the archer takes some damage.
Not an awesome roll for her.
Not a great one, no. Thaddeus.
I'm also going to move forward towards that archer. And he's too high up for me to get with a javelin strike.
Right.
All right, well, I'm going to throw it at him then.
All
so
right.
I'm going to put me next to
Reagan.
Reagan, please. And so I'm just going to, like, as I get close enough, I see him just kind of hanging, trying to dodge.
Nice.
And just fling a javelin upwards. That's a 24 to hit, 19 on the die. For 7 piercing damage.
All right, nice.
For my javelin.
Your javelin goes flying upwards. It slams into him. He staggers for a moment, but manages to catch his balance. And we're at Osborne.
If you could please, step off of my brothers and sisters. I cast Gust again.
All right.
Make another strength
It's
save.
another string
He'll make
save.
that strength save. Let's find him. There he is. The same one?
Yep.
All right, he fails. Roll me a d6.
Nice.
Oh, come get me.
4 damage.
You might just
All right, he falls down to the ground and lands prone between you and Reagan. And then that's the last thing he says. Pretty quick, I'm sure. It's Sting.
He's down.
We'll make it
He's
a
not
saving
dead.
throw.
Get that 20.
Unconscious.
That is a 14. That's a success.
14. That's a success.
He's not dead.
UI.
I said down. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am
He's
gonna...
not dead.
Oh, you're getting punched. Throw an axe at him. No. I grab his potion and I feed it to him.
Is
All
PvP
right,
allowed in this?
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
That was a priestess of the black being
Player
nice
versus
to a
player.
fallow.
Yeah, wow.
All right.
This
Yeah,
is a nice
that's
lady.
particularly odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
Yeah,
right.
they don't like y'all.
The archer that, as you move forward,
y'all think
this
they're
archer
horrible,
back
so-
here is going to fire at you as he sees you tossing that potion down his throat. So that's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 for me? Does
Yep.
not.
All right.
hit.
As the arrow comes flying towards you, you dive to the ground like a baseball slide, managing to get that potion down his throat. The second archer over here on the ground, seeing that you're both right there, lets go of his bow, and he's going to jump to his feet, plunging his dagger upwards towards, let's say, Reagan.
Who is at full health, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to hit for an 18 and deal 5 piercing damage.
All right.
Also, that wasn't a nice thing I just did. Death is too sweet for him.
Oh, man. All right, Thorin.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna
You
go
don't get
right
to
here
use
All right.
and strike up and like
Oh, cool.
Kinda like
I agree with that.
spear his foot
Okay.
for a 17
That'll hit.
for 11 damage.
All right, nice.
And I'll mark him as well.
All right, that makes it the Reagan. So Reagan, seeing this one in front of her. All right, yeah, she swings down into him and chops his head off with her halberd.
Yep.
And then spitting on his body, and she says, "That's for the arrow," and then goes running towards the one you're fighting. Thaddeus.
I'm gonna go running towards the one he's fighting.
Sam, would you move both of those towards
Yes,
her?
sir.
So I've got
Oh,
5
I
squares.
it,
She's
I
got
get it,
6.
I get it, I get it. Where
They're
are
over
you?
by Sam.
They're over there.
Can y'all make it?
She can go 6. He can go 5.
I got her.
1, 2, 3,
She makes
4,
it.
5.
Right.
All right.
I don't have to make it, so I'm within range to throw a javelin, and I'm gonna. It's 12 on the die, 17 to hit.
All right. Yeah, you hit.
For 7 piercing damage.
All right, and the last of the archers is dropped from the tree. They are all killed.
Boom.
I'll go rip my.
We had the
Javelin's free and
that
put
other
it back.
archer.
You've still got one, so you hang on to that. Though.
All right,
yeah,
just on
yeah.
the other side of the tree line, you can see where the ogre is set up. It's not far now if you want to make it over there.
I'm taking one of their.
Let's go.
What are they?
You want to look over their bodies? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a look.
Yeah,
Roll me for each of them you look at. Roll me a
I will
d12.
keep track of loot, lads.
I'm not going to loot them. I want to make sure my brothers and sisters aren't harmed from these orcs.
Fair enough.
Got it. So how many D12? 3. I'll just roll
3
3.
total. Yeah.
So 8, 8, and 3.
Roll me 2 d10s, and for the 3, you actually find
Are you a widow?
3 days of dried meat rations on one of them.
You got that, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
9 and 7 for the D10s.
9 and a 7. On one of them, you find a sack of spare rags for stuffing between layers of armor for extra protection, and a pouch of coarse sand dotted with flecks of rust. Looks like the sort of thing you'd throw in somebody's eyes.
Oh, okay. And what about their
Their actual weapons and things?
their
So-
short
They had
bows or
bows?
whatever they were using?
They had longbows. Both of them did.
Grab
Or all
one.
3 of
I
them.
want to take one.
All right, yeah,
If
you got a
that's
longbow.
okay. Okay.
Can I take the sand that you throw in the eyes?
Sure.
Sweet.
Did you want a long one?
Negative.
I'm gonna write
can
I
actually
sand.
Yeah, you can.
So if at one point
Bag o' sand.
I just
Oh,
yell
is
out,
it
I have
not?
I
Right,
sand.
because we don't have ratio.
Then
Alright.
just remind me that's what that is. Okay.
All right. All right. So headed towards the ogre then.
Yes.
All right. As you move forward, you can place yourself anywhere in these 6 squares here.
I'll stay up front.
Place Reagan wherever you'd like her. Remember, she does have a reach weapon, so she
Six
can
or
stay in the
you-
back if she needs to.
Just throw me up front.
And roll for initiative as you move forward, and you can see the massive
Come on,
albino
Thaddeus.
ogre
Oh,
standing there,
Show that to the camera.
hefting. Yeah, we can show that mini to the camera there. A massive albino ogre holding. I'm bad at this. There we go. Holding a huge rock, hefting it overhead. He sees you coming and bellows a huge roar. You also see next to him 2 orc scouts who had been placed here to defend, standing behind these spiked barricades. Farin, initiative.
I just had it. 14.
14. All right, Osborne.
16.
16. Esteem.
3.
3. Boz.
14, and I'm better than him.
All right. Well, we'll find that out. Thaddeus.
8.
I am better than him. I got a +3. You got a +3.
Yeah, right, but it auto sorts.
Yeah, whatever.
Sweet. All right.
The dex thing's not actually.
Yeah, and the dex thing's not a rule. Osborne.
Yes, sir. I'm first. Nice. I'm going to cast.
Who am better than you?
Looking at this gigantic giant
He's a big one.
in front of me, plus his 2 little wee helpers, I'm going to.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm excited.
2, 3. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to
So
D&D
they're within.
ASMR.
Yeah, right. They're within 15 feet of him.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I am going to look right at the ogre and go, I guess he's not of the green. I'm gonna wave my staff around, and then he begins to glow this radiant green.
Oh,
Dex
here
and
we
then
go.
all of these 2 begin to glow a radiant green,
So
All right.
casting
Fairy
fairy fire.
Yeah, dex saves. Here we go.
let's see if the ogre can pass a dex save. I hope not.
All right. The ogre got a 4.
Yay!
The
Ogres suck at
orcs got a 17 and a 17.
Both pass, but the ogre is
That was the
fairy
important
fire.
one.
All
Get
right.
advantage to hit the ogre.
So everyone has advantage to hit the ogre due to fairy fire as long as you maintain concentration. Do I?
You just
And I
chill
will.
in the back.
Should I take down the babies? I'll take down the babies.
All right.
Okay,
The
so my
babies.
first
Are these
hit,
just
I'm gonna
scouts?
try
Yeah.
and throw an
They're not
axe at
that
his
tough.
face, because that's what I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Got 13 on the die, so 18.
All right. The one on your right there.
Yeah, this one.
All right. Yeah. A axe goes hurtling towards him.
It does 7 damage, and then as I take a step forward, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
All right. Yeah. You throw an axe at him, go running up, and with your left hook, slam into his face. What's the hit?
8.
8. As you slam into him, you know crack your fist on his armored helmet there.
What's that?
Yeah,
All
that
right.
makes sense.
Farin.
So there you go.
Okay. I'm gonna just go past these orcs, but still stay in the
Those things
range
can
here,
first.
or
All right.
at least this one, and just attack the ogre and thrust. Is he getting ready to throw a boulder right now? Is
It
that-
looks like it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well,
Literally.
I'm gonna stab like right into his kneecap
All right. Give it a
for
shot.
a 23
23 will hit.
for 11 damage.
All right, yeah. A huge blow to his kneecap. You thrust your pike forward. You hear the crack. He stumbles forward, dropping his boulder on the ground.
Oh, good.
Quickly, he grabs it back up and he roars and he says, "You hurt!" And he chunks his boulder. All
Did
right.
he ready that? Oh no. Also, he's marked.
He's marked. Okay.
What is
he
marked
takes
here?
his
We.
He,
I'll tell
he
you in a
takes
second.
his boulder and he just swings it into you, letting go as soon as it hits you. So from here, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So both of you will be hit here.
Aw, dang it.
Well,
Suck.
you in
I'm
particular,
probably going down.
it's gonna be 25 to hit.
Redo that.
All right. Let's see. Then it's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
All right. So you immediately dive out of the way of the boulder. I need you to make a dex save.
I'm
Me?
getting Ed.
Nah, her.
Let's go, dude. Ace it.
redo,
Nope.
redo.
Well, I got a nat 1, but my friend here is helping me out.
Am I allowed to give inspiration?
No, that's not how it works here.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, hey, hand me an
Dex,
inspiration
Dex,
card.
Which
Dex,
one do you
Dex.
I guess.
What am I allowed to
got an
take?
11,
How
so
many
plus
points do you
5.
have?
Okay, you're good.
16.
You're good. You
Russian
dive
two.
out of the way of the boulder as well.
Silver.
And that puts us at
Just screaming.
Thaddeus.
Watch out!
Cool. Well, I'm gonna move forward to the actually one of the orcs because I've seen how well they fight together, and I crit him.
All right.
And so the one you're fighting.
What's that?
Sorry, Greg. Did he technically try to hit her?
Well, the attack
If
included you,
Okay.
so it does.
You're right,
Yeah,
you're
it has
right,
to be
yeah.
one that doesn't include
And
you.
you can be 10 feet away, yeah?
No, I have a javelin, so
No,
I'm
got it,
moving
got it,
right
got
up
it,
in.
got it.
As you're dodging out of the way of the boulder, I basically come charging in just as it goes past, and just slam my shoulder into that orc, and then
All right.
stab home with my javelin for that was a 11 damage.
All right. Yeah. As you run forward, you plunge your javelin right into his gut. He stumbles to the ground, falling onto the spiked barricade. You can hand me that mini. He's killed.
This one?
The other one.
I
This
kick him off my
Blood
javelin.
spills over the barricade.
And then I'm gonna. Well, how many spaces did I have to move for that?
3, I believe.
Yeah, you were here. You
Oh,
only
so
did
two.
2.
Then move me up next to the ogre,
All right.
because I want to hamper that rock throwing as much as possible.
All right. And that puts us at the other scout over there. That scout is going to circle around you and try to protect the ogre there. And as he does so, he's going to stab at Thaddeus. So Thaddeus, the scout, comes around with his spear. Yikes, critting you.
Bummer.
He
Redo
stabs
that.
down. All right.
Oh, you got one more.
That's a good one.
How many you got left?
That was my
That was the last one.
Good.
All right.
Thank you
He's
for
still going to
doing
hit
so.
with an 18, but it's not a crit anymore.
Good.
He stabs down into the back of your calf, dealing 5 piercing damage as a spear impales you. That's going to put us at esteem.
Well,
That is still
chilled
up, but not
touch
looking
at
good.
this dude. I'm gonna get out of seeing the nasty stuff that rock can do. Get out of the area of effect
Fair enough.
that may be, and chill touch the big giant dude. I got
Alright.
a 17 on the die for 22
17.
total.
All right, that'll hit.
For 8 necrotic damage.
8 necrotic damage. Nice. Yeah, a claw starts scraping against him all across his body. And Osborne.
I continue
10 for the
focusing
damage,
my
so.
fairy fire on him,
All right.
and like vines begin to start growing in like weak spots that people can
Alright.
see.
All right. Take that. You can do something else. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, you can-
Yeah, you
you
don't
can
have
do
to.
a
I don't have to. I don't really want to.
You don't want to do anything?
No.
Okay, cool. Your fairy fire doesn't go away if you do something else.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
throw a
really?
magic
Yeah,
stone.
no,
Sorry,
as long as
my
you don't
bad.
cast another concentration spell, you're good.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to produce flame.
All right, cool. So that's an
And-
attack roll.
Weird.
Yeah, and then throw it towards a spot
Yeah.
where my vines are created.
Right on.
So you've got advantage
Oh, that's right.
because you got very fired.
17 plus
All
5.
right, so right on the tip of your staff of flame ignites, and you fling it towards him for
6 damage.
6 damage. Right on.
Or no, sorry, 4 damage. Sorry, 4
4
4,
damage,
4,
alright.
4, 4.
Was it just to produce flame?
Yeah.
You don't get to add anything to that.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-mm.
Then
Not for
1.
produce flame.
1
Sorry.
damage. All right.
Sorry, dude.
So 1 fire damage as
Magic stone.
yeah,
Yes.
his
Shillelagh,
hairy
yes.
Magic
chest
stone.
starts to ignite, and that puts us at UI.
That's my turn.
At this point, magic stone's just better
He's still
than
up.
produce
Right.
flame unless
It
something's
is.
weak to fire.
Okay, then I'm just gonna throw an axe at his face. Oh, well, I missed.
At the orc.
At the
This
orc.
guy, yeah.
All right, an axe flies past
Yeah.
his cheek.
I got an 8.
Yeah, that'll fly past
That
for sure.
misses.
All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right,
That's
Farin.
all I wanted.
Alright, with the orc and Thaddeus right in between, I'm thrusting my pike and again
Right on.
going for the ogre's thigh.
All right.
And that's a 21.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
boy.
hook him right in the thigh.
For 9.
Again, he roars with pain as you stab over his shoulder.
For 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. Nice.
And that's all I can
And
do.
yeah, Thaddeus, the haft of that pike is right next to you. The ogre again grabs another boulder and bowls it down the line. This one, the primary target here will be Thaddeus. So Thaddeus, that's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to deal 15 bludgeoning damage.
Thaddeus is down.
And that bowls past. I need the 2 of you to make a dex save.
We'll do. Get out of the way.
As
God,
Thaddeus
that fight
bowls
music
over.
sounds pretty cool.
12.
12, that's what you needed. So you dive out of the way.
22.
22, you both dive out of the way.
So do we...
You take no damage.
Awesome. And primarily attacked him, but it's still us too.
Right, it hits all three. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I didn't know if the deck save was
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah. All right. The main purpose of the Warlord's ability, that's the mark, is to make sure they target you rather than to actually.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, Thaddeus.
Don't forget about her.
Thaddeus.
Well, I
Oh,
had
whoa! I didn't add her to the initiative. Let me do
Yeah.
that. I'll add her to the
Yeah.
end. So Thaddeus, go ahead.
well, I had a crit on my attack roll, but
Nice.
then I'm down, so
Okay, that's that.
So I guess I can't use that. Can
No.
I? Okay. All right. So death save.
And remember, in this stream,
I crit anyway.
That's awesome. Remember, in this stream, we didn't want to pre-roll.
Oh,
we
that's
wanted
right.
to
yeah,
do
you
as
wanted to
we-
do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
nice.
so I crit anyway, so I pull myself back up and go, not that easy, and so stab up, and I've got
Nice.
advantage still.
Yeah,
'cause he's
it
still very
looks
far.
like the boulder has
Thaddeus,
totally
come on.
bowled you over. You managed to pull yourself back to your feet.
Alright.
Go ahead and give me that
Let's
attack.
go.
Get
Well, it's good
on
enough.
your feet.
So it's a 14 on the die, so a 19 to hit.
Nice, you got
and
it.
a good old 9 damage from the javelin.
Nice.
Max damage.
And you're just stabbing this up into him. The ogre now is pierced in two places by a pike and a javelin, and that puts us at the orc. The orc is again gonna try to stab at you, and says, "When somebody puts you down, stay there!" And he's gonna stab at you with his javelin, giving but you immediately, as he comes forward, you take your shield and bat his javelin aside.
When the Morning Lord wants me up, you're not keeping me down.
The orc's eyes widen in terror, esteem.
I will continue my assault of chill touching on this big boy. And that's going to be an 18 on the die for a total of 23.
All right.
And 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic damage. All right, nice. Yeah, your claws climbing all over him, yanking his hairs, tearing into his flesh. Reagan comes running forward, and she's gonna get 2 attacks this turn since I missed her last turn. She
Get in
comes
here, Reagan.
running forward towards the ogre, and she says, "Lorman, damn you to the pits!" And she comes swinging in with her halberd, swinging a wide arc around to the back. No, she's where she wants to be.
Okay, sorry.
Swinging around. She doesn't want to be in the range of the bull. Swinging around to the back of the ogre, trying to hit him in the back of the knee, and that's going to be a 22 and an 8. So one of those is going to hit
with
for
advantage?
7 slashing damage. Right, she does have advantage. The second, still only one hits for 7 slashing damage, cutting into the back of his knee. The ogre stumbles. Osborne.
Osborne's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 15 feet.
All right.
As he's walking up, he's thinking about a spell he could use, but trips over a pebble and goes, "Oh look!" And then grabs a pebble, grabs 3 pebbles, makes thorns out of them, and throws one.
All right.
I'm rolling at advantage.
Yeah, you are.
I got 23 against
got
AC. Cool.
Thank you, fairy fire.
And now I'm gonna roll a d6 and add 3 for my wisdom mod.
Boom.
So 9 damage.
9 damage. All right.
It's a lot of
You
D6s.
slam one right into the ogre's eye, and he bellows a bellowing roar. UI.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I throw my last axe at the orc.
All right.
Cool. That's probably not gonna hit. 7 plus 5. 12.
12 on the orc. Not
Oh,
quite. As you
orc.
throw your axe, he ducks down, and it flies straight over his shoulder, just
Cool.
barely missing him.
Then I pull out the axe in the dead orc that's in front
Alright.
of me, and I rush towards the one that I just missed, and I try to punch him like right in the stomach.
All right.
Oh, when I do
There you
so,
go.
Nice.
18 plus 5, so
Easy,
20
yeah.
whatever. And then it does 7 damage.
All right. 7 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, you go running up towards him as he dodges that axe, and you swing an uppercut into his gut. He keels over, roaring in pain. That puts us at Farin.
Okay, I'm gonna come around, but I'm taking the back part of my pike as I'm running around the orc here to get onto the side of the ogre, still within range of everybody. But I'm just kind of like taunting him as the back of my pike is kind of raking against his back,
Right on.
and then
Rattling it against his armor.
then I'm doing a thing and stabbing into his calf, and that's a 19.
Yeah, easy.
For
Ooh.
13 damage.
All right, as you run back to the back, you stab your pike into his calf, and he stumbles to the ground. As he does so, your entire crew just starts tearing into him, and the ogre is slain.
Yes.
All right, Thaddeus, there's 1 scout left. What you got?
I got a 15 on the die,
You'll hit him.
so a 20 to hit for 7.
All right,
piercing
taking
damage.
your javelin, as you bat his spear aside
he's
with your
looking
shield.
like,
Yeah, you thrust your javelin through his throat, and he coughs up blood as he drops to the ground dead. It should be a fairly easy path back to the keep.
I would like to do something weird.
Yeah.
Can I go up to the albino ogre?
Yeah.
And just take a trophy because he's awesome. He
Yeah.
looks
Sure.
different.
You can take a trophy, and as you do so, roll me a d12.
Okay.
I got you.
Careful.
That is a 3.
A 3. Yeah. So as you're digging around for a trophy, you do find he has 3 days rations of maggoty cheese and strange rotten meat. But you do find several awesome. You know, his whole body is albino. He's got this white hair. What would you like as a trophy?
You know, ears would be obvious, but I think I might do his teeth.
His teeth, nice, yeah. So yeah, pulling out a
That's
couple of
that's
his
the
teeth,
cooler
you
trophy.
managed to get some, yeah.
Okay.
Since he's albino, they're black. That's how
He's
that
just
works.
a negative.
That's not how it works. No.
The orcs, just real quick, what were they carrying?
The orcs, there were
Just
2
to strip
scouts.
them real quick.
Roll me
for
2d12.
anything valuable. Oh, I don't have my d12s out.
Naturally.
Would you roll them for me?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
I don't
There you
know
go.
that either.
Both 9s.
Both 9s? Okay, roll me 2d10.
Okay.
That I can do.
You got it.
Allegedly. There we go. 7 and 5.
Alright, one of the orcs was wearing a cloak that upon closer inspection looks to be of a minor townmaster's banner from further north.
Oh.
And a 5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
He also has a leather hair cord, like tying his hair up. And as you kind of flip around it and you untie it, you see it's got a little concealed in it. It's got a spike thrust through it, so that if in a pinch, you could pull it out and use it as a shiv. So that could count as a dagger if you want it.
Nice.
And that dagger, you would have advantage to conceal it with sleight of hand checks.
Nice. I'll grab it.
You know.
Doesn't really seem like my thing, but it's
Yeah,
I was searching
might be
for useful loot. So, right. I think I'm gonna have to take my other potion now because I'm.
All right. Do you want to head back to the keep, or do you want to head straight to the prisoners?
I would like to head straight to the prisoners.
I'll just take my potion.
Why go in now?
All right. Then, if you would, let's move the mic and put the dry erase.
Yeah, I got it.
And I will do another commercial. Hello all. Get out of my camera, Leo. Hello all. This is Sam Cress, also known as Osborne Oz Underthorn. I am playing a halfling druid currently. And Osborne would love if you would check out our Patreon page. Our Patreon page is in the link below, and on the YouTube video I'll make sure to put a link below. So make sure to check it out and see all the rewards we can give you. And there's going to be more rewards soon. I'm designing a certain really cool thing you get to keep if you're a $5 donor. All right.
A really cool. All right.
All right. As you move towards where you can see the prisoners being kept, you get to a good spot with a nice vantage point, and you can see that they seem to have the prisoners crowded.
Good job
into
taking
a
down the
pen.
ogre, by the way.
They had the prisoners crowded into a pen in the center of a small plaza. You see that they have 4 archers mounted as guards for the pen, in addition to 5 scouts.
Do you still have one spell slot?
Yes.
And you're at this point, you're not there on the map yet. You're far enough away. You're seeing this. You could determine how to approach. You're up again on a vantage point, so you can see this area. You could approach from a different direction. You could.
It seems like we're gonna have to approach somewhere that lets us come around the sides or the back of one of the sets of archers, because otherwise, well, never mind. So we can't really do that.
Just ogre.
Someone who's sneaky like could probably hop up and over onto that. Maybe our monk friend, but I don't reckon she wants to try to take on 2 archers by her lonesome.
Yeah.
I could do it.
She doesn't have to deflect missiles yet.
Listen, she's all about it.
Right?
She's not
Yeah,
afraid
you
to
see
die.
there look to be crowded into that tiny pen. There look to be about 60 commoners.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're jamming.
It looks like at this point, this is everyone in the town that's not inside the keep.
Yeah. So this is what we needed to do.
Right.
Right. So we want to just get in close to mess up the archers as much as we can. So the faster we can get within 5 feet of one of them, the faster we've negated their ability to shoot us.
I would like to come by this left side over here.
I'll go around this way and see if I can, if nothing else.
You know what? The
get
more
behind
we
and draw their
can
attention.
put them together, the easier I can to just, help you guys out.
Well, let us all come around as a circle, and then we can push them toward the center.
That sounds good.
All right. You can place yourself on any square that borders the map edge.
The moment that we pop up, the other guards are going to want to come at us. So if we show up here, we're going to get these two over, which will let him.
And is anyone trying to move stealthily?
Yeah.
Yeah. So place yourselves where you want to be on any map edge.
I can try.
What was up?
You follow.
Oh, nice.
Put me
And
back
Steam, you can move one in.
over.
Oh,
on,
really?
Yeah, because
11,
it's on line 20.
Oh, I see.
11-1.
Any square, he says.
And
Any square that borders the map edge. Is everyone else
Would
where they
these
wanna
count
squares?
in the blue?
No,
be? In the blue counts as well.
I wasn't paying attention.
We're gonna. We're kind of approaching from multiple angles,
I'm
which
doing
I
some
think.
We're
marketing.
trying to PR at the same time.
I think.
I got
It
two
has
jobs.
to be on the bordering the map edge, so
Yeah,
on
I-
line 20.
Yeah. I think this is.
Well,
Over here then.
I think this is
Does
a good plan.
Does somebody want to be at 6:20?
Yeah. I'll put Thaddeus over there.
Oh,
Six.
And
then
where do
I'm
you
gonna
want
be.
Reagan
So
coming in?
6:20.
Oh, she should be
Oh,
safe.
I
Or
meant
is it G-Men over there?
26 or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I
That-
thought.
yeah,
Yeah,
well.
you were right. It's 6:20 comes
Yeah.
XY.
So I'll stay over here.
So I'm behind the
Oh, up
building.
Yeah,
This one?
Yeah, X6, Y20. There you go.
Then Reagan can be there.
That's where Reagan's going? Okay, cool. So that's where you want to be?
I guess so.
Is
Or
anyone
do you-
trying to move up stealthily?
yes.
Yes.
I'll
Actually, put me next
Raise
to the
your hand
Black
if you're doing that.
Priestess. I
I'll
feel
try
like
it.
we've bonded.
Alright, the three
Yeah.
of you? Alright, so I need
Have
you each
bonded.
to roll me a stealth check.
I'll try.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
stealth
I'm
this.
trying.
Oh boy. Well,
9.
oh,
Okay.
sixties.
It's Steam?
9.
9.
Soft 20.
Alright.
16.
Alright, so, and you're rolling
dreadful.
disadvantage from heavy armor?
Splint gives me disadvantage.
I think so. It's heavy, right?
Any heavy armor
Yeah.
gives you disadvantage, unless it's mithril.
Well, then 9.
Okay.
Hey, how about that?
So,
Join the club, bud.
Boz, you're able to move up stealthily. They don't seem to have noticed you yet. Everybody else, they seem to have noticed. And Oz, you're actually not trying to move stealthily. You said.
Where?
You said you're not trying to move stealthily.
Are we
Behind the
moving
building?
stealth? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant into here.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
what I'm asking.
not.
Are you trying to move?
No, I'm staying behind the building currently.
All right, cool.
But were you trying to move up to the building stealthily?
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not what he's
you're
asking.
asking
That's
for
not
it.
what he's
You're trying to move
asking.
stealthily.
No, not
All right, fine.
I
Initiative.
am a dumb. I apologize.
currently staring where I am.
Yes!
Okay.
That's cocked.
Oh.
16.
That's the same
16.
number I rolled, but yours.
All
your
right,
modifier's
Osborne?
better.
7.
It's Steam.
20.
UI.
Oh, right. I got a 1.
Nice.
4? 4.
All right, Thaddeus.
17.
All right.
Now, do we get to keep our inspiration cards no matter
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Cool.
You can keep those. In fact, I would take them home with you,
I
hold
am.
on to them because I don't know where I'd keep them.
Can I have a card? I'm just using one.
Oh, just the
Just
just
copper.
Yeah.
All right.
I
All
used
right.
2 of my inspiration to get a silver.
Right on.
All of our cards are in effect except one of them. The
All right.
really, really best one.
As you
because
move
an
forward,
NPC
you
has
see
that
one of the archers. Those of you, or UI, you see one of the archers since you're the only one moving stealthily. You say, "What was that? Footsteps, men, round that corner." And you see that a couple of the orcs start moving around.
Come get me.
They stand strong, and each of them readies an action to fire at the first non-orc they see.
This way?
These two, no, just at the first non-orc they see, they're looking off those directions.
Okay.
These two both see Farin, and that's the only target they have at the moment.
Oh.
So
How
they're
much
gonna
health you got,
fire at Farin?
I mean, my full 12.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, so 2 archers
I'm not
coming
at
at
full,
you.
so.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's try that. All right. So 2 archers coming at you. The first is going to be a 20 to hit. The second a 22. Yikes.
Alright, I'm using my command point to reduce one of them. Make them reroll one.
All right. And so one of them is going to hit.
Hurrah.
Dealing. Oh, something's going on. Let me see what this is, in case it's important. Probably not. All right. So.
The kids are dead. Oh, well.
Oh no. Well, that's bad. All right. So.
Well, that's bad.
It's
Oh,
gonna
nothing
be,
we can do.
There is this wrong.
4,
Sucks
like
for
7 piercing damage, and roll me a con save.
I'm also going to use parry
Nice.
and reduce the attack by the amount of damage rolled that I would roll from my weapon.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah.
So as the attack comes in, you just bing.
6
6.
Oh, nice.
So does it
Does
reduce the damage or the attack roll?
Reduces the damage.
Okay, so instead
So it's
of 7 damage, it
just
deals
1.
1 damage. And roll a con
Nice.
save.
Make that
Nice.
con save.
So yeah, an arrow comes flying towards you. You bat it aside with your pike. It
Okay.
still manages to skim your cheek, just a tiny cut.
19 con save.
19
Boom!
con save. However, the poison, luckily, as you batted it aside, was knocked from the arrow, and it dealt no damage.
Thank goodness.
The other two have their action ready for the first target they can see that's not an orc, and that puts us at Esteem.
Okay.
And you can see the scouts are all now moving that direction as well.
This is good.
Yes, they're facing away from you currently.
Well, this is my full movement. Can I poke around the corner and see something?
I'd say yeah, but because it takes your full movement to get there, I'd say you wouldn't be able to poke back. So you'd still be
So I'd
out
be
in
sticking
their
my
line of
neck
sight.
around.
Yeah.
I see. In that case, I'm not sure that I can see anyone. Maybe
Oh, no,
that
'cause
guy's
Yeah,
around
because
that
that corner's
corner.
there.
What about this dude?
He's on the other side of the pen,
Oh, I see.
and it's not
Is
like
it a
it's not like a
structure?
fence.
But it's got
what it is,
people in
it's
there,
like
yeah.
almost like a white picket fence, but it's brown, right? It's the brown picket
Okay,
fence.
so it's not a large.
That was
pen.
the better way to say
Yeah.
it.
There are definitely people there. So I guess I'll take the risk and poke my head around the corner to
Okay.
chill touch.
All
the
right,
back
that one
archer.
there, the other archer, of course, his ready to action was the
Oh,
moment
boy.
he sees a non-orc, so he's gonna fire
Oh.
a shot at you.
Okay.
All right, and that's gonna be a 20 to hit
Okay.
for 9 piercing damage.
All right. Well, then I'm unconscious.
The wizard's down.
Yikes.
Good game.
Yeah.
Oh, did he just? Oh, you just did.
Yeah,
this?
he just
Yeah, you just need to put it at the bottom of the stack.
Am I
can't
allowed to
mention
give a
safe
card
also.
out?
Yeah, you can give a card. You can spin it on somebody else if you want it.
What was that?
What is it?
It's cool.
All right, Thaddeus, you're up.
Never mind.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna not poke my head around to where one of those lads can see me.
And there's only one with a ready to action left as well. So.
So I'm actually gonna just move this way and fling a javelin at
Nice.
that guy.
All right.
And so let's see what I got. Could he see me? I guess that he knows I'm there, so I'm
Yeah.
not hidden. No.
Yikes.
No. It's a 12.
All right. So your javelin slams into the crate next to him as he ducks down. He says, "I got one over here, a dwarf."
Aye, come and get me. And then I'm gonna just maintain my position.
All right,
And
fine.
just kind of get my shield ready.
All right.
Draw another javelin.
I'm taking my
We're all dead.
javelin out
Thank you,
and just throwing it out at this one that's right by me
All right.
here. And that's a nat 19 for 7 piercing damage.
On the one right in front of you there.
Yes.
All right, we'll call that one 4. So yeah, 7 piercing damage. Your javelin flies towards him. He tries to duck behind the crate, but the javelin bursts through the crate, spilling food and grain onto the floor, and it slams right into him.
And I'm going to get behind the crate as well.
All right, move up to right behind it there.
Can you, Sam? Can you move
Yes,
me and just
Where are you going?
by the crate? Yeah, right there.
All right.
Real sad about that
I'm
miss there. That
The scout turns around, hearing that, and so he's gonna come running over here.
this was probably.
This one aims over. This one's gonna run up to Thaddeus right around that bush. He comes running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you knock Esteem over?
Oh, very much.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
two,
you're
three.
dead.
Very much.
5,
You're not dead.
I'm not dead.
6, and he comes running in. And they both take the dodge action.
Rude.
I guess no cover from the crate.
From the
That one's
crate?
not really
Yeah,
far
you still have cover from the crate because there were
Okay.
2 crates there. You destroyed one, but one's
Oh,
still
man.
up.
Great.
So you have +2 cover from the crate. It's +2 to
Got
whatever your
6.
AC is.
I dropped it.
All right, the 2 scouts next to you come running up, each taking his javelin and trying to plunge it into you. That's going to be a 16 and a 7.
This isn't fair.
So
but
one
it
of them,
doesn't matter.
one of them looks like he's about to stab you, and you dive behind the crate, and he takes off a plank of wood from it.
Oh.
Let's see, we've got one on Thaddeus there.
I just like.
As the other 2 move in, like leaping out of the way of your javelins as you throw them, the one, oh, he doesn't get that. The one comes running in towards you, and he's gonna try to stab with his javelin, but you take your shield and just go charging towards him, slamming it into the tip of his javelin, sending him staggering backwards. That puts us at the scout. He's taking the dodge action, so that puts us at Osborne.
Osborne, noticing that the wizard has fallen,
Very
is
much.
gonna
Rush
run.
him?
Yeah, rush. No, not dash. Just make. Do I make it?
15, 20.
25.
Yay.
Yeah, totally.
25. As he's going there, he's brushing his hands across grass.
All right.
His hand begins to turn glow green, and he immediately places it on the wizard's chest,
Nice.
casting Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Get that D8.
Wow.
All right,
Two-
do I?
You got 5.
Cool.
I say you
That's-
ain't messes
That's
you.
more than half for him. So
Oh man. I run up to here, throw an axe at his face. Got 10.
10. An axe goes hurtling towards him. He sees it coming and taking his bow. He's got a steel bit there in the center, and he catches the axe on his bow, and, like hooks
catch.
on, and he flings it to the ground.
Okay, well
God damn.
that was awesome. And
Yeah,
then
right.
I run behind the building.
All right. Those two archers there have Farin as their target. Those two are going to continue waiting. Each of them again readies an action for the first non-orc they see. Actually, I believe this one has line of sight to. You'll have half cover, but to Osborne.
No.
So the other one readies an action. He's going to take his shot at Osborne. Uh-oh.
Half cover,
Yeah, he got a crit.
but half
Redo
cover.
that.
All right,
Oh,
there you go.
You
How many
did
you got
hit,
left now?
That was my last one.
yeah,
All
because
right.
you just got hit the once.
What's your AC?
13.
13. All right, he still just barely hits
But it
you.
wasn't a crit.
Let's roll that again. There we go. So that's going to deal...
Come on, stay up.
All right, that's going to deal for 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And roll a con save.
Oh bummer. Here's the issue.
Right. Dang, there's so many archers with con save
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all
It's
poison.
ridiculous.
Come on, Sam. You got this.
18.
Ooh,
Boom.
there we go.
18,
Get
nice.
outta here with
Yeah,
that
you're used
I
to
am
the
a druid.
poisons of the green.
Yeah.
You don't even care. You tear that arrow out, take a lick of the poison,
Yeah, I just-
and drop it on the ground.
Red fungus.
Yeah. Red fungus, there you go. All right, 2 archers are taking shots at Thorin.
Where are they? Are
They're the
these
2
here?
right there, yeah.
Yeah, cool beans.
And that's going to be a... however, both their arrows fly wide as they come hurtling towards you, and you just duck down behind that crate, plunging your pike over, and they both slam into the crate on the other side. All right, that puts us at a steam.
Okay, well,
You're up.
I'll stand up. I know you have your false gods, but I do appreciate your faith in life. And I'll again poke my head around the corner at this
You're gonna get shot. There's one more ready
so-
action coming at you.
Is there really?
Yeah, they're ready action.
The other one, though, the one that had line of sight already fired. The other
Yes,
one didn't have
I
line
was
of
Oh
sight.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna chill touch the dude that shot
Alright.
me earlier. For real this time. Okay, well that's an 8 on the die, so 13 total.
On the one that
Nailed it.
shot at you earlier?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
not
that's what I
quite.
thought. Very nice.
Not quite.
Okay, well I'm gonna poke this around the corner and
Man, I think you need some new dice for this stream.
I have no idea.
I think Nick
these
can-
are new dice.
You
Aw.
needed to go home and change.
I do believe you can bend over as a ready to action. If you want to do
Oh,
that.
that's just constant.
Alright,
It's probably,
Thaddeus.
probably better.
So I've got a big old to hit, a big old 23.
Big ol'!
As I
Alright.
just barrel into this dude's javelin, I go, let me show you how to use that. And I send my javelin forward for 8 damage to
8
the
damage,
scalp.
nice. Alright, yeah, you stab
Just
straight
smashing
into
it
him.
into him.
You've got your javelin impaled into him right now, but he's still standing staggered, stabbing at you with his javelin.
Good
Thorin.
man.
I would like to crit the one I haven't hit
Nice.
for a total of 18
Oh,
damage.
that dude.
Nice.
Is
All
rocked.
right.
Which one
So
is
yeah,
this?
you plunge your pike straight through his heart as you duck
the
down.
right one.
Not even looking,
Yeah.
those arrows thunk in. You plunge your pike over the crate, and you hear, "Ah!" and an orc stumbles to the ground dead.
outnumbered.
And that'll get you 2 command points because it was both a crit and a killing blow.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That puts us at the orc over there on Thaddeus. That orc thrusts his javelin forward weakly as he's impaled upon yours, missing his attack. The 2 that are over there next to Thaddeus are both going to come running in.
Okay.
Would you put them both adjacent to Thaddeus? So 2. All right.
In the bush.
Yeah, he can get there.
Yeah, and he can go into the bush if he needs to. 15 and a 14.
No.
All right. So both of them come running towards you. But yeah, quickly with your shield, you manage to block one, and using your own javelin, you bat the other aside.
That's now very covered in their friend's blood.
All right, that puts us at the scout. Let's see. Those
I am-
3 went.
I am-
Okay, the
I am
one scout
surrounded.
that's still on you alive. As he approaches you, trying to stab over that crate, he stabs harmlessly into the crate, and we're at Osborne.
I'm wishing I had snipes.
Osborne being a very peaceful man and hard to offend,
All right.
doesn't really care what Esteem says.
Ruin is what I said.
He grabs some pebbles
I could go.
next to Esteem. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Only 2 temp HP.
Moves over to where he could
But-
see the archer.
It's something.
Grabs a pebble, looks at it. It begins to grow thorns and throws it at him.
All right.
Do you
Nope.
want to duck? Because you could have went like that.
What do
We
you
won't be able to have line of sight.
Okay.
No, but he can attack mid-run
Yeah.
and then finish his
Oh, I
movement.
guess
Yeah.
that's true.
Because
That's
you
what I was
don't
gonna
have
do.
to do all your movement at once. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay, 5th edition.
I don't know if that's cocked or not.
I don't think it is.
Okay, so 8.
Oh man.
Redo.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you got
'cause he
points.
just got 2 command points. Yeah.
That's right.
That was a
That's a
natural
great.
20.
Nice. All right. Again, you hear a whistle from the other side, and as he turns around to look that way, a stone slams into the back of his head. Roll that damage twice.
6 plus 3. That's 9 damage.
It is.
All right, nice. It slams into his back. He stumbles forward. You can see blood streaming down through his hair. All right, UI.
Yes.
I stare at the other stones
Oh,
and
I
I say,
didn't really count. Oh, I need to get to here,
We
right?
really do need to
The
get
green is far in. Or
Huh?
the green is far in now.
Okay, so I want to
Orange
get.
and green.
Whoops. Bloop, bloop. Okay, come on, Minnie. I'm gonna get to there.
All right.
Because you're
Throw
the
my
one.
axe. It's not
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Hey, you've been forgetting about
Thank
her
you,
again.
Doug.
I have. All right.
Accurate
I'll
synopsis.
check how many attacks she needs to get here in a sec. Go ahead.
Like 3.
14 on the die, so 19. But haha,
Nice.
I only do 4 damage.
4 damage on that guy there.
Yeah, this guy in front of me, and
All
then I duck behind my friend over here. Who, you know what? I think we're like becoming best friends.
We kind of are.
So the blunt end of your axe slams into the back of his neck right after just following up that stone, and he stumbles forward just a little bit more. On her next turn, Reagan will get 2 attacks because it is the second round of combat. And hey, look whose turn it is. It's Reagan. So she'll do her attack from last turn and this turn. She'll also get the extra move. So coming running in from the other side of the field comes Reagan right up into the one that Thorin is fighting, and that's going to be a 18 to hit for 7 damage. She comes running in and hacks this guy's legs off at the knee with her halberd.
Jeepers.
She then runs into the. She'll leap on top of the crate there.
Whoa.
Move her 2 forward towards Greg.
2 forward towards
Right,
Greg?
no, towards Greg.
I'm
Like physically,
The
Yes,
actual-
got
person
it.
Greg. All right, and as
Oh,
she
they're
leaps
both
up
right
onto the crate, she swings her halberd in overhead at that next guy,
Thank you, Haley.
hitting the archer for 4 slashing damage.
How tall are those buildings?
Boom.
The building itself, so this wood area is 10 feet up. The building's probably 20 feet to the roof.
Okay.
All right, and that's gonna put. Let's see, that's archer 2. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3. All right. All right, and that puts us at the archers. It looks like we're gonna have. They still don't have much line of sight. The one down here that UI just hit with her axe, he's gonna fire at UI. He's got a good line of sight on her. And that's going to be... Oh! However, as he pulls back to fire, the bowstring snaps.
Oh!
And his arrow bounces harmlessly into the ground.
Which one is that one?
It's the one on the left here. Go ahead and replace him with this guy.
Yeah, he is now. You've been demoted.
All right. So you can see him cursing and drawing his dagger. And he's just, black spirits cursed! And he draws his dagger out. That's going to put us at
the
the
flag.
next archer. That archer there, on the same walkway as that one,
Yep.
is going to fire over,
At
let's
me?
say Thorin, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thorin.
that's going to be...
Sorry, we're chickens.
Thorin, sorry. That's going to be...
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, no, he misses. So his arrow again comes flying towards you, but that crate is taking a beating.
Hit me!
All right.
Come on,
The
come on,
one
I want you to
archer right there next to her, she is 10 feet away because she's down on the ground there. So he doesn't have the
Beta.
disadvantage.
It's just.
He slams an arrow into Reagan, hitting for damage. 8 piercing damage,
Ouch.
and she needs to make a con
Come on,
save.
Reagan. You can do this. Maybe you cannot.
She passed her con
All right,
save.
Good girl.
Nice.
Alright, so that's
up.
going to be... Alright, cool. So she's not looking so hot. She's definitely bloodied. That last archer is realizing he's not doing any good. He's going to spend one more turn readying his action for the first thing he sees. And if he doesn't see anything this turn, he might change his mind. Esteem.
That might be
And
it.
Steam sees that his sworn enemy has lost his bow and will attack him with his chill touch. That's something. That's 12 on the dice, so 17 total.
17, that'll get him.
Yeah, for 7 necrotic damage.
Nice. So as he's grabbing at his dagger, a skeletal hand reaches out from the building, grabs him by the throat, yanks him against the wall, splattering his blood across the
Well
building.
done.
Should not have offended me.
All right, Thaddeus.
All right. Thaddeus has a 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That'll
As the one that I've been hitting, that's,
All right.
that's already pretty weakened.
Yeah.
And so that one, as I rip the javelin free and block one of his friend's attacks, and I just bring it back around and use the back end of it, just conk into the side of his head for 7.
Nice. And the one that you've been hitting?
Uh-huh.
All right. So yeah, as you do so, he just sort of, his eyes wide over and he drops to the ground.
Nice.
I will say he's unconscious, just for...
Sure. Yeah.
why not?
All right, Farin.
All right, I'm gonna jump onto the crate. The crate is 10 feet, right?
Right.
And then I'm going to jump onto the building and go 10 feet toward that archer that's readying his action, so he can go ahead and shoot at me. The one on the other side.
So you're like trying to climb up the building?
Yeah.
The building's pretty high up because the crate's only like 2 or 3 feet up.
Oh, I thought you said.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I was talking about that raised area that they're on.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd have to actually climb if you wanted to get up there. So I would take an athletics check if you wanted to do that.
Okay.
Do you want to still attempt it?
Um.
You could also only move half your speed up it. It's about 20 feet up, so you can only move.
No, I don't want to do that.
All right.
I'll just go and. Can I go up? I was right
You were right behind the crate.
here. So 5, 10. Oh no, that's not right.
Yeah. And the bushes are difficult terrain as well.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst. Okay, I'm just gonna be right here.
All right. Yeah, you can
And-
get him from there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I would like to crit, sir.
Nice.
For 18 plus 3, 21
21 to hit or damage.
damage, because that was a crit.
Wow! All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So running towards him, you thrust your pike upwards, right through that guy's jaw and up out the top of his head, and he drops to the ground dead.
Stay up. I'm about to leave you.
That puts us at the scouts. There is.
Have you skipped me? I haven't gone in a long time.
You were right before UI last time, were you not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did we miss
You threw a magic stone.
That's what I thought you did.
I
'Cause,
know,
you
but
threw
that
Magic
feels like
Stone
it's
and
been a while.
There's a lot of players.
There
on
are.
the
There's a
board
lot
right
of stuff
Okay,
going on
all
right
right.
now. All right, and it looks like the only scout remaining, or there are 2 scouts over on you. They're the last 2. All right, each of them move forward. And stab their javelins towards you. However, you've gotten pretty adept at fighting these orc scouts. You again knock one aside with your shield and one with your javelin.
You need to learn some new techniques.
And that puts us at Osborne.
Osborne
That's
is
why it
gonna.
felt like a while. It's because it was one away from your turn.
Osborne's gonna get a little further into this action. He's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, and then move behind the bush for a little bit of cover. He's going to look. I'm gonna look at my stone. It begins to turn into hardened bark, and I throw it
All right.
at this archer right here.
All right.
Okay, that was awful. 8 plus 5 is 13.
13 at the archer.
Yes, sir.
Not quite.
No worries.
All right, not quite.
Redo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Nat 20.
All right.
I'll do it.
Natural
keep doing
20. Okay, double damage. Again, 6 plus. Sorry, 6 plus 3 is 9.
All right,
Nine
nice.
Constantly
And that's on that
surveying
archer
my
there?
land.
Yes, sir.
All right, yes.
The bark becomes more and more thick and even begins to have shards in it and just right
it
this way.
smacks right into his nose, breaking
Oh.
his nose. He
Ooh.
takes 9 bludgeoning damage. Or is it bludgeoning?
Yuck.
Whatever damage it is.
I think.
And that puts us at Reagan. Reagan at this point is going to start moving around. She's going to go leap over the box. So that's 1, 2, 3. We'll go there. So 3, 4, 5, 6. She can't quite make it. She'll dash to here. All right, and that puts us
Thanks for the support.
at the archers. So there's 2 archers left. One has line of sight on Osborne, and one has line of sight on Forin. So the one on Osborne is going to turn to fire at him. That's
Do I
gonna be-
get any form of cover?
You're behind the bush,
quarter.
and you're a small creature. I'll give you +2
Okay.
to your cover.
Thank you.
21 to hit.
It
Yes, sir.
doesn't matter.
All right. And that's going to deal...
Would have
ooh,
needed a
yikes!
-8.
Redo that.
Redo the
Yeah.
attack.
Yep.
All right. Oh, yeah. So as he draws back his bow, the arrow flies straight into the bush, and it's caught in the bush.
And then the bush begins to break it.
Nice.
You
All
and he
right.
protects me.
All right. And over on Forin, he turns around and takes his shot.
Come hit
The
me.
arrow, as you're running forward, slams into your kneecap, but your armor protects
Oh, well, good.
Nice.
You're like, oh, my knee.
Right,
I
it just
can't be an
bounces off of the
adventurer.
armor.
Aim a little higher.
And Iseem.
Yes,
No.
will again. Well, I'm gonna follow the lead of my druid buddy here.
Oh, so I'm your buddy now.
Well, you did save my
He
life
thinks
or
you're a
whatever. So
simpleton, but
yeah, I mean you're a fool, but
Could be wrong.
you know you're a friendly fool. And I'll chill
Fool.
touch
Yeah.
Honest.
this archer.
But they're not.
So that archer is fine because I got a 3 on the die, which is an 8 total.
Yikes. All right, yeah. Again, the archer steps out of the way easily, and that puts us at Thaddeus.
all right, Thaddeus. Okay, Thaddeus rolled real good. Does 23, 18 on the die.
Nice.
For 9 damage. As you know, I just ripped I knocked that guy in the head, and so as he falls, I just come around, kind of roll around his body, and
Nice.
use that for just a little bit of a surprise for the one over here.
All right.
And I just swing in for the back of his neck for 9 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you
Nice.
plunge your javelin straight past him. It scrapes along the back of his neck. He roars with pain and stumbles forward. Foreign.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get on
And I
this
guess I'll
crate
move
here?
to-
Yeah, you can hop up on
Alright.
that crate, and on that crate you can just easily hoist yourself up. It'll take you 10 feet of movement to get up there, but you
Great.
can get up there.
So I'm going up to that
Lift
archer.
his mini up.
Yes, sir. Where?
Lift his mini up.
It is.
Uh-oh. All right, so
Oh, cracks.
as you move forward, you step on a series of cracks. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good. Oh, okay.
I'll count
That's
that 16.
That's
Yeah.
a 16.
15.
I'm on your
All
side.
right, so the boards start to crack
Okay.
beneath you, but you hop over to one of the boards that's still stable. You're still as normal.
A little unbalanced. I do a Superman thrust into his
Right on.
spine, and I would like to crit, sir.
Nice,
Again
man.
for 16
You've
damage.
been the facilitator of all
All
of the
right,
crits.
That's been
and 16 damage. You said.
16 damage. Yeah.
All right,
I
plunging
guess
your
that he
pike
had his
into
crits
his
a while
back,
ago, during
he's
the ogre.
hurled off of the walkway there and killed.
Nice.
All right, that puts us at the scouts. Both of them still on Thaddeus. This time, as they move in, that's going to be a 17 and an 8 to hit.
I just start.
Wow. So, yeah, 17 and an 8 are not
Never
quite
mind.
good enough. So the first
Alright.
one almost gets me. I catch the javelin on my shoulder and knock it out of the way. And the other one, I just kick that guy and he kind of bounces off.
All right, Osborne.
Still good.
Osborne's gonna state to the audience, if you're wondering how he's doing so many crits, please
There's
check
a
out
big
our
order.
Obsidian portal in the link below to check out one of our homebrew characters, a warlord.
That has nothing to do about why he's doing so many crits,
Yeah,
but
I know, but it's still pretty good. You should go check it
Notice
out.
that he is
All
neat.
these rerolls he's giving us.
Osborne.
That's fine.
Osborne is gonna grab the rock, aim between the bushes.
Can you smell
Ewan
what it's
is
cooking?
letting me aim right in between two of the sticks, and I'm gonna launch a rock again.
right on.
A magic stone, to be precise.
I knew what you meant.
13 plus a 5, 18.
18 will hit him.
Cool. On to 4 plus my wisdom modifiers, 3, so 7 damage total.
All right, your magic stone slams right into his forehead, just above the nose, between the eyes, and he drops to the ground, a bloody wound in his forehead.
I reach my hand out to the bush, it shakes my hand. Thank you, Ewan.
All right, you
Oh,
lie.
that's the one I was gonna do. So now I don't know what I want to do. I guess I'll just rush. So you can skip. I'm just gonna.
All right,
dash.
which puts us at Reagan. Reagan's gonna move one towards those guys.
Does she need to?
She doesn't need to, but I think she's going
Oh,
to.
I'm also gonna move. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move.
That'll give her a better view of this guy.
Right. And she. Oh, yikes! As she moves forward, she swings in her halberd.
Do it again.
Swings straight into one.
Oh.
All right, we'll try it again.
Was that your last one?
All right.
Oh, right. You've been
So
crippling
she
a crazy
swings
person.
into one of them,
It was
and
70
is
dash.
just at the last moment, as it looks like he's about to parry the blow with his javelin, she cracks through the javelin, killing him.
Dang.
So this
Her
one.
halberd tearing between the javelin and going straight into his chest. All right, and that puts us
Skills are
at
pretty rock
Esteem.
solid.
Well, I'll go around to the front of this pen area.
This chat.
And is
Yeah,
this
press
a
the
door
button.
here?
Yeah, there's
On-
like a
Chat's
lock on
going
it,
Okay.
but it's just
Chat's
a
on
fairly
fun.
weak lock. They didn't figure these citizens would try to get out. while
Okay.
they're guarding.
So-
They thought they was dumb.
So if I try to open this, is it locked?
It is locked, yeah.
Okay, then I will attempt to unlock it.
All right,
With
roll
my
me.
thieves'
Yeah,
tools.
roll me a thieves' tools check.
Very good.
Oh yeah, I just
got
left
thieves'
those
tools?
guys.
I sure do. So that's
They're fine.
They're fine.
14.
Yeah, that's enough. And
Sure.
several of the commoners come rushing towards the gate,
intelligence.
and they say, "Where should we go?"
Anywhere but here.
Right,
Back that way.
To the church.
Yeah.
The church.
No.
Why not?
The keep. To the keep is the safest place to. Do your fighting.
Fine.
Let us do the thinking.
Nap.
They all start running towards the keep. You can see several of them are being tackled and picked off by orcs, but a lot of them are making it.
This is good.
All right. So that's gonna put us at Thaddeus.
Thaddeus has clipped the man. He's following in the warlord's footsteps.
All right.
And so as Reagan smashes one of them to the ground, then I just roll around the side of this one, and I'm just gonna stab into
Nice.
his back. So that's 6 and 10, 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. And that's enough.
Yeah.
So as you plunge your
Throwing
javelin
him
through
down.
his back, he drops to the ground dead. You can see all these
Begin
commoners
grabbing
heading
my
towards the
javelins
keep.
back.
There are too many orcs on the way to the keep for you to fight them all off. But running with the commoners, you could probably get there safely.
So the orcs are going
Right.
to the keep.
You know, you can see there's orcs all throughout the village now, securing the village, and you can see that they're now, as they see these commoners are loose, several of the orcs are converging to try to tackle the commoners. There's no way you're going to be able to save them all. I mean, you could make a valiant last stand if you wanted, or you could just run to the keep with the majority of the commoners.
That's rude. What if they die?
They're
I don't know.
they might.
That's
die.
up to you.
How many
So-
orcs are we talking?
Yeah.
Probably 4 or 5 dozen.
Wow.
Let's stay for as long as we can and then leave.
All right. So tell you
Wait,
what.
if there's women and children, I'm gonna usher them along.
All right. Tell you what. Each of you can reduce your health by half. Roll me a d12.
For
Okay.
what?
To see
How
how
many
many
people you
orcs you
save?
kill.
Or that.
I don't know. We'll find out.
For each dozen, there's like 5 or so
Why
dozen.
would I
There's
want to
5
take
of
half
us.
my health out?
Because you want to make a last stand.
Screw it,
11.
yeah, I'll do it.
11. All right. Yeah, you managed to get 11. You managed to keep them off of 11 of the commoners, so 11 of them are safe.
Oh,
I got a 10.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, D12.
10 of them are safe.
I'll just leave one of you out. so you can use it
I'm
later.
gonna. Oh Lord. Okay. I
So
guess I'm
all
gonna
in
take
each
half
one?
my
No,
health,
I am.
right?
I'm taking my health.
If you
from
want to
my
do
health,
it, or
so-
you can just keep running.
No, I need to keep running.
All right, you're gonna keep running.
I can afford to do it.
And that's
so
not
I'll-
half your remaining health, by the way. That's half your total.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my total health is 5.
Yeah, I can make it. So
I don't-
I'll,
No. Your max health. By total health.
I'll
you meant
save
maximum
11
health.
more commoners.
All right.
Your
Not
maximum
your
health.
There's
is
only a
9.
couple commoners
Huh?
then
It's
that are
8
still being
plus
whatever
whatever
you
your
want.
nine.
mod is.
9. All right.
10, right?
So as
That's
you
your
go
max
by,
health.
you guys
But I'm at
skirt
5.
along the
Yeah, so
edges.
you reduce it.
Basically, as the
So
orcs come in, each
No,
of
I'm
you
not gonna
are
do
running along, hacking at them with an axe or plunging at them with a pike. A skeletal hand climbs up, a rapier stabs through an orc's eye. And you manage to actually get all the commoners safely to the keep. You know, it was
Yes.
quite a fight.
I thank you, Ain, as we run.
All right, you make it to the keep, and as you get there, they lower the drawbridge for you to come in. You can see an archer standing on top, and he says, "Hurry! Hurry! We'll hold them off as long as we can, but we're not going to be able to raise the drawbridge in time. Get up the stairs to the bailey."
No, we'll just dash
Aye,
it
sir.
to the bailey.
One of the archers up top says, "Captain Reagan, it was a pleasure serving with you," and draws an arrow as he launches an arrow into the oncoming.
Can I get
orc
over to
horde.
the winch and help them spin it faster?
Unfortunately, as there's so many commoners on it, it
Oh.
can't raise, and the orcs are just in tow. So, as you get up there, you could go up to the winch if you wanted.
Yeah, but there's the orcs are right there, so
Right.
I'll just.
I will
Alright.
go. I will go up to the winch. I'm pretty low on health.
I will be.
Are you sure?
No.
This is where
All
you
right.
die. So.
Good
So,
answer.
all
first
headed
session.
up the
Keep 'em alive
stairs.
for at least
Those
one.
two guards, you can see several, so many orcs pile onto the drawbridge. There's no way they're going to be able to lift that bridge up. You see the two of them standing over the over the trap door in the top of the winch house. Both of them kneel down so that arrows can't fly into them, and they're both firing down into the trap door. Eventually, you see one of them as you reach the top of the stairs and slam the gate shut behind you. You see one of them fire an arrow down, and then something grabs onto his arm and yanks him down into the winch house, and you hear a scream and the crack of bone. The other, you see drop his bow as he shouts, "Rickard!" and he pulls out a dagger and he leaps down into the winch house, never to be seen again. You make it to the top of the of the area. You can remove this map, take your minis off.
So remind me, we killed all of the orcs in the church, right? Around the church?
No. We killed enough for us to get the commoners out of there.
Local commercial
We have saved an enormous
by Sam Crest,
percentage
also
of the
known as
town,
Osborne
but we
Oz
haven't made
Underthorn.
much of a dent in what they have.
Please make sure to go down to our Patreon page
All
and
right.
look at all the rewards that you can get. And if you
Guys,
want to
like
know
we have
more
a mid-roll
about
every
this
40
world that
seconds
we
in our
are in,
YouTube
also
video.
known as Belarath,
Don't do that. Brother.
check out our Obsidian Portal page. Link is in the description below.
All right. You slam the gate closed behind you as you reach the top. Cantos and Adalbert are both waiting there for you. Adalbert says, "Good. I was wondering when you'd be back. We've got the passage ready and open. It's safe. We can travel through. We have to send the commoners through first. We'll need you to help us hold the gate in the meantime."
That sounds good.
Sure thing.
All right. Would you move your character sheet here?
Yes.
Because this is where we are. You can place yourself anywhere between these doors and the gate. As you hear, "Heave!
Is she with us?
Heave!" Yeah, she's there with you, as are Cantos and
May I
Albert.
pop a health potion before
You
combat?
see,
Is my boy Archie still alive?
Archie? Yeah, he's still up there with you. In fact, let's add him to the initiative here. You see Archie. He is this one. So let's put Archie up there with you. You can place yourself again anywhere behind the gate. You can even be up on the raised areas.
I'm
there
going to
if
be
you
on the
want
raised
towers.
area, please.
Where do we hear the noise coming
It's
from?
coming from the other side of the
Here's a
gate.
raised
It's
area.
clearly a battering
Yes,
ram
this is
as it
raised.
barrels in. The commoners all rush past you. You can see that Eldon is guiding them. He says, "This way, this way!" And Eldon's guiding them down into the passage that will lead them out of town to a safe area.
So he's not technically in the fight?
Eldon is. Eldon, the priest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have that wizard back here.
So, Cantos is going to be up here as well,
Sounds
I
good.
think. In fact, if you don't mind, he's going to trade with you.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so he's going to be right there.
I'm going to health potion.
And, she will stand ready here. All right. You hear again, thud, thud, thud. And on the other side, you see an axe tear into the gate.
Oh, snap.
putting a hole in it. The battering ram slams in again.
The priest wasn't able to heal us any before this point. was he?
Unfortunately, he's focusing on the wounded commoners.
Yeah, I figured.
So you see, so Archie and Reagan bracing themselves. Adalbert says, "All right, men, we've got it. Here we go. Just like old times, right?" And Reagan nods, and she says, "It'll be just like the Third Rise."
The light shines brightest in the deepest darkness. Stand fast. We will hold.
Let us not celebrate a third rise.
Just like 30 minutes ago.
They say, "We hold!" As the gates fly open, one of them flung to the ground.
For the
Roll
green!
For initiative.
We're black!
For life?
Not bad.
That's the red.
Test the
Wakanda.
green.
For the red!
You're wrong.
No, that's... okay.
15.
Hold on to it. I'll ask you for it in a second.
My bad.
that is it though.
Hey! I am on a crit.
Where are
roll
my
right
archers?
now.
Where
Yes.
are you, though?
Where's my other archer?
Yeah.
I think you have it. You want me to look?
Do we want to move this
there
a
it is,
little away
Geostellar,
from
I thought
me?
darkness was the heart's true
No,
essence.
it's fine where it is.
Okay.
All right. So you can see some archers running up the stairs.
Oh, they're coming this way.
Oh,
Oh.
what? Oh dear.
You see standing, and of course you had to be behind the gate because
Oh.
otherwise it would have slammed into you.
Wait, what's the higher area then?
You're good on the higher
Yeah,
area.
Oh, okay.
I'm not dark.
All right. You can see that as you come in,
I want to be up here.
there are some two scouts. There's an orc with a huge great axe,
Hey, that's
and then
not
there's
bad.
3
Oh,
archers down below. You can see more orcs are on their way up, but they seem to be raising a banner at the winch house. This banner that they're raising is the spear plunging into the ground as a tree sprouts around it. Oops, wrong thing. So, Farin, what is your initiative?
15.
15. Osborne.
20. So I got a nat 20, so 21.
All right, Esteem.
14.
14. UI.
I got an 18. Every time you ask me, I forget what I rolled.
Thaddeus.
18 as well.
Oh, I accidentally put you in as an 8.
Oh,
Right,
that's
I'll
not
fix
good.
that. All right. So Osborne, as they breach the gate, you're the first to react.
He's like, I don't know.
Or maybe not.
No, I am. Is there any form of natural forest, or is this all?
This is
pre-made?
all up on the
Inside,
Bailey.
yeah.
It's a man-made hill.
So there's no way I could catch any form of nature on fire.
I mean, there's the
this
wooden.
is all made of wood.
Yeah, the Bailey, all the walls, they're made of wood.
I'm not gonna create a bonfire
Yeah,
then.
this is the Narween situation all over again.
So I'm gonna grab 3 stones by my wizard's
That is
friend's
just
foot.
stab dude.
All right.
Grab the 3 and go, Ewain, I really need you right now. And I throw it at the large orc first.
All right.
Already had 2, I think.
Has a 9 tree check.
A 9 doesn't treat me too hot as it
All right.
comes swinging towards the orc. He baseball swings his
Redo.
great axe
Oh,
on the
redo.
other way.
Redo.
This game, real.
Come up with the crit.
15.
50. Yeah, still same thing.
Right.
Damn.
That's
Same
fine.
thing.
That's fine.
All right, Adalbert.
Damn.
Adalbert is wounded. You can
Adalbert's
see
with
he's,
us. Oh.
he's still pretty wounded.
Really?
But where he is, he's over there.
Is he like
He's gonna
low or
move
something?
forward that way, and no, just next to Thaddeus. There you go. And he's gonna ready an action for when one enters his reach.
Nice.
All right, that's gonna put us at Reagan. Reagan.
Rolled well.
Reagan's gonna just ready an action for when one enters her reach. All right, Thaddeus.
All right, Thaddeus is running in. I have a 14 to hit on the big guy.
14 on the big guy. As you come swinging in, he takes his.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I reach the big? Yeah.
Yeah, as you come swinging in, he takes his great axe and
Redo.
bats your weapon
All right,
aside.
let's have a redo.
Ooh.
All right,
God dang it.
that's
Wasted
gonna
it.
put us at
Got 2 more.
our
Sorry.
scouts.
Nick, hand me a silver.
So the one scout,
I'm just gonna burn
in fact-
inspiration now and hope that we get something cool.
No, it's still expensive.
The one scout is gonna move in.
Wait. I'm actually gonna burn this right now. To clarity, reroll a d20 roll you just made,
Okay.
and I get an additional bonus on the roll. Good. So that's a +7, so an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. You got him.
And so that's 6 damage. So that's something.
All right, nice, yeah.
Alright,
so as you come in,
I'll
he
take
parries your
it.
blows twice, and finally you manage to get your javelin in there. As you do so, as soon as you pull your javelin back, one of the scouts leaps past you, getting up there beside you where he is. I already put them in.
Oh,
place.
nice. Good job.
And they are both going to strike at you immediately. Reagan is going to get a strike at that one as well.
Because she has the 10 for
Right,
reach.
she
She's ready
has
to action.
the ready to action. So hers will go off first. However, as she swings her halberd forward.
Redo.
All right.
Is it?
As she
How many more
swings
you
her
got?
halberd,
I got
oh
one
man!
more.
As she swings her halberd forward, it cleaves over the orc's head right into the wooden gate,
Wow.
and that's gonna put us. Man, the redos aren't working so hot this encounter.
Nope.
That's gonna put us at the
We're-
orc scouts
We're paying
attacks.
for Sam getting like 6 crits
Right,
last
yeah.
time.
All right, the 2 scouts each surround Thaddeus, and that's going to be a 23 to hit
Yeah.
and a 16 to hit.
Nope.
So the one that does hit, as he moves forward, thrusts his javelin upwards, again working in tandem with his ally next to him, dealing 5 piercing damage, and we are at Boz's turn.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, that 16 should have actually been a 17. That doesn't make a difference, right? Alright, cool.
Okay, it'll be a disadvantage, but I'm gonna throw an axe at one of the archers.
Alright.
Yeah.
Dang it. Oh, maybe. I mean, they're archers, right? 7 plus 5 is
12.
12.
Oh man, your axe falls short,
Dang
just
it.
barely of the archer. Alright, where is Archie?
You know what?
Archie's right here.
Can Archie
Come up
move
here,
forward
boy.
and be
Yes.
in range of a guy?
Yes.
Alright, move him up there. And as he does so, he lowers his shield and he says, "Good to be alongside you again, Thaddeus!" And he stabs his spear over his shield right into that orc in front of him.
Make Lower me a proud
2
boy.
damage to him, 2 piercing damage. That was
Good enough.
wonderful.
It's something.
It is something. Alright, that puts us at Farin.
Can
He's
you put
only
me?
a guardsman. He's doing his best.
Can you put me in front of Reagan? And I'm just gonna take my pike and stab in to pass the scout to the Great Axe guy because I think he's a bigger threat, and go right into his abdomen as the pike just goes right by the scout's head. And I would like to crit, sir.
Nice.
Damn.
For
Nice.
12 plus 3 is 15 damage.
All right, nice. Yeah, you stab your pike into his abdomen, and he roars and he says, "Ah! I'm coming for you first."
That's fine. And I'm marking him as well.
All right.
And then that'll be it.
That puts us at Cantos.
Cantos,
Cantos
blow
unleashes the
something
burning
up.
hands on the three of them, and he says, "Burn, orcs!" That's not his voice. Burn, orcs! And
More
it's gonna be,
Gandalf.
not too much. On a failed save, they'll take 5.
Wow. That was
great.
garbage.
And 2 of them passed their save, so that was really sad.
I get 2 fire damage.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, and that puts us at a steam.
Oh, it does it. How elevated are these elevated platforms?
They're like 10 feet up from the top of the stairs. So
Okay,
like
so
from those 2 guys who are 5 feet back from the
still had
gate, about
spells.
15 feet up.
Okay, so I'm not within melee range of this
Fairy
dude.
fire would be amazing.
All right, then I will definitely try and chill touch
Fairy
on
wouldn't be
this
that bad.
here dude.
Okay, cool.
The big guy.
Cool.
Whoa, I missed. That's a
That's
critical failure.
Oh,
Right.
man.
So that's not gonna
redo that.
happen.
Yeah,
Redo
just
that.
don't take
look
a
at
crit
that.
fail.
Okay.
Put it back in
And
the
that's-
tray.
Oh my gosh, you got
Why
another crit fail.
Why don't you
Yikes.
You can't write that.
try a different die?
That's too.
All right,
Like-
your claw leaps up
I'm
off
supposed to
the
trust this
balcony
guy.
towards him,
It's not working.
but as it lands on his shoulder, he grabs it and he throws it into Farin's face.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
All right, the 3
It fades as
archers
it
are all
does
gonna
it.
fire. We're gonna put 1 on Thaddeus, 1 on Archie, and 1 on Farin. And we'll use that number. So we have a 16 on Thaddeus, a 7 on Archie, and an 11 on Farin.
I like
So
that.
all 3 archers, their shots are broken by your guards.
They're shooting into masked melee. It'd be
They really are. Yeah, Osborne. Oh wait. Oh, I skipped a guy. I skipped the cleaver. So the large orc shoves this guy out of his way. It's gonna take this guy's reaction as he moves into here.
What about
did he move?
opportunities?
He did. So if you've
3.
got
Well,
anybody
wicked.
who's next to him can make an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna 6 damage from an 18 on the die.
And your friend, his friend,
Oh, Archie.
Has one. Archie
Take a
has-
shot.
Archie can too.
So I got 6 damage on
Archie
the
is
hit.
not gonna. Did you hit?
Yes, I did.
All right,
For,
Archie's not gonna need to then because he only had 7 HP left. So yeah, tick that guy off there.
Get him
As,
out of
how
here.
do you kill him, Brandon?
9 damage. I just take my my pike. I do a downward thrust through his clavicle, and it just goes straight
just
through.
right
All right. As the orc moves forward, as that guy stabbed through, he barrels over his friend. This guy does not look like he's used to fighting in formation.
Show
Taking
him the
his
blood.
great axe, and he is going to swing it with a massive cleave that's going to hit both
Oh,
with his
wow.
giant swing, both Farin and Archie.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
bummer.
So that's going to be a 20. Oh, I only make 1 attack roll. So a 20 to hit.
Redo that, please.
All right.
That's my last one.
Oh yeah, you killed
All
somebody.
right. Well,
so
that's only going to be a 14 to hit.
is
right on.
Archie not hit?
Archie's not hit by 14. No. All right. That puts
My
us
boy.
at Osborne then.
Osborne normally uses nature as a spell casting, but he spent some time in the northern mountains a few times and got to talk to Snow once.
All right.
So he
Yeah.
looks over at this cleaver and goes, oh, I remember. And he extends his hand and he attempts to try. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. He failed.
He feels an icy grip on his shoulders in the shape of a halfling's hand
Nice.
and takes
What is this?
frostbite.
Frostbite.
And takes 3 cold damage, plus he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Nice. Yeah, you can see that the snow that's gathered on his shoulder from the falling snow starts to form into the shape of a hand, and just you see like a blue energy running through his veins.
So cool!
All right.
Quite. Yes.
Adalbert, now that he's up there, is going to strike at the cleaver as well, thrusting his rapier forward past Thaddeus for a crit.
Show us what they do
All
in
right.
school.
He plunges his rapier right
Adalbert
through the
MVP.
cleaver's heart as the cleaver tumbles forward between Archie and Farin.
You got him?
He killed him.
Oh! Get out of here,
All
big
right.
dude! You suck.
That puts us at Reagan. Reagan's gonna move forward as much as she can. Yeah, to right there.
And hit that guy.
Swing in at that guy as she passes him.
Cool. Get that guy.
With a... Yeah, that'll hit. All right. And
Nice.
she deals 8 slashing damage
Boom.
to that last scout as he's... Oh, no, yeah, he's brought down to 1 HP. All right,
Oh.
Thaddeus.
All right, let's take a
Kick
swing
him.
at that guy.
I'll kick that guy.
Which is a
I got him.
24 to hit,
Kick him right in
24?
the face.
That'll hit.
or enough damage
doesn't
to
matter,
kill him because
yeah.
he's only got 1 health.
All right.
So as he's still staggering from the blow with the halberd, and I go, "Sorry, lad," and then just send the butt of the halberd or butt of the javelin up into his chin and just break the jaw. He's dead. I'm killing him.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move up into the archer's face.
All right, why?
Well, I was gonna kick that guy in the face.
Sorry.
But he's dead, so I won't do that. Let's see. You know what, Greg? You're up there with me,
I'm
so
up there with you.
I'm gonna throw an axe like as I jump off.
All right.
Right at the first guy that I hit originally.
Oh,
this
you're
guy.
jumping off down onto the stairs?
Yeah.
All right, it is about 15 feet down to the stairs.
Would
It'll
I
take
die?
some falling damage.
How much?
D6.
Do I die?
How much else do you have?
Not.
5.
Not.
Do it.
Throw an axe.
Do it.
Throw
I
it.
dare
Just
you.
There's
throw
a
an axe.
33%
Hey,
chance that
ride
you're
the
lightning.
knocked unconscious.
You guys are. Okay, I'm doing it.
All right, ride that lightning.
Okay, so you're aware, I move my health potion to a more visible,
All right.
accessible.
So as
space.
you leap off, you move your health potion and chunk an axe midair.
Ah,
Is that a Fortnite reference?
well,
Ride the
Oh,
lightning?
what?
I don't know.
Oh,
if
okay.
it makes you feel
It's just a
better,
phrase.
this was my acrobatics to not die on the floor.
Oh, there's no acrobatic.
Oh, you just take some damage. Ooh.
Well,
So
I
you got
threw,
one
threw
real
my
good hit.
axe for a 1.
I missed.
Oh man.
But
You slam into the ground,
How
taking
much?
4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, are you down?
I'm alive.
No.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. And then I run over that guy, so I'm at 1 HP, guys.
yeah, but don't you get to kick him?
Yeah.
And you did. That was a real good.
Nice.
I got a crit. I kicked him right in the face.
Right in the face. Kick him in the face.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8
8 whole
bludgeoning damage.
damage right
Nice.
in the face.
So as you go running forward, you leap again on the stairs and swing a foot into the air, slamming it into his face. He staggers backwards with a broken
How much
nose.
should I go? 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, just curious.
All right.
I might die.
Yeah, so might I.
Archie's gonna run up if he can to that third archer. See if he can make it up there.
2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6.
Attaboy, Archie. Get
All
up
right, and he plunges his spear forward, hitting for 3 piercing damage on
Hey.
that third archer.
He's doing damage.
That's something.
All right, Farin.
More than I've been doing.
Farin,
All
get up here and
right,
kill something.
take me to the archer on the far right,
I think his steam is.
and I just need to be 10 feet away.
perpetual.
And
I'm at the table, so.
would like to just take my pike and thrust it
His name is
into
Esteem.
his forearm.
All right,
And that's a 16. Does that
16
hit?
will hit.
Was it-
Okay,
was it not
for
good?
13 damage.
Nice.
hit this
All right, 13 damage.
Yeah.
All right, as you plunge your pike down into his forearm, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Into his forearm, you pin it against the wall, allowing her axe to slit his throat, and he
Nice.
drops to the ground dead.
That was my
All
end.
right.
I
Yep.
missed it.
All right, Kantos is
Hey,
going
this
to
guy.
launch a firebolt.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Stop flinging those.
Fireball.
Use
All
his
right,
legs.
so the middle archer there is slammed into by a bolt of fire, and he will take 7 fire damage.
Nice.
All right, Esteem.
We'll
Kill him,
attempt
Steve.
to put that one into the ground with a chill touch. The
All
one that
right.
was just fire bolted.
Do
How
it.
about my wizard?
I won't look.
Oh yeah, it's a 17 on the die for a 22.
Greg, you're not
total.
allowed to look at those
That's
ever
gonna
again.
be 6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic damage on him?
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Understand.
and
I'm
as
like
your chill touch
anti-Esteem.
grabs onto it, pulls him onto Archie's spear, and he's killed.
Ah, this one right here.
Woo!
Yeah.
It was the
Oh, well,
firebolt.
that one then.
Yeah.
Kill him, yeah. All right, then the one in
Into
front of
my
Archie
javelin.
takes advantage of that one being on his spear. He's going to back up 5 feet as Archie makes an opportunity attack.
Do it.
Archie crits his opportunity attack
Oh, bad
It's gonna be kind of disappointing, but
and plunges his spear through that guy's throat.
no, touch
Wow.
my mouth,
Kill.
Archie.
Ouch.
You see more orcs. They finish raising the banner. More are coming running up this way. Adalbert shouts out, "Hurry, back to the keep! Back to the keep!"
Run.
We're running back to the keep.
Run.
So you can remove your minis from the map.
We
Throw the
did
whiteboard
it.
back up there.
You got it.
Yep.
Colby, we're gonna trade you.
That's all right.
goodness.
You can hang that one on
This
the
has
wall
been
right
the
there, Brandon,
theory.
or next to Podol Plaza. All right.
As
and
we're
go ahead
trading,
and place yourselves
make sure
anywhere
to check
in this
out
room.
the stuff below in the
I clap
description.
Archie on the shoulder
Like our
and go,
Facebook, our
fought
Instagram,
well.
and our YouTube.
Good work.
All right. So as you move into the room, you can see dozens of orcs following you. Adalbert and Cantos both head towards the exit. It's actually hidden, we'll say, behind the throne. As they head back behind the seat of the Lord,
Back, wherever the back
they
is.
say, "This way, this way!" And they head back that direction. Suddenly, the gates fling open. Only your group is still here, along with Archie, Cantos, and Adalbert. Adalbert and Cantos already at the exit. You see 24 orcs
In the front.
file into the room.
Up there.
All of their pikes leveled at you, moving around. A huge warg strides in as well.
Oh, boy.
And next to it stands a massive orc. And he's got strapped to the warg. He has a spear, and then in his arms or in his hands, he has in one hand a big battle axe or a hand axe. I'm sorry, and in the other hand he has a long sword. As he comes moving forward, and he says,
All right, enough.
Oh.
Oh, this one speaks.
This is this guy?
We all speak.
"He's not in there yet."
Oh, okay.
He says,
We all speak.
Generally not first.
No.
Where
I
is this
suppose
coming
you're
from
right.
again?
"The huge orc.
Where is he?
He's not on them. I haven't put him on the map.
Oh, so we could just listen
Oh,
to
he's
him?
a
Yeah.
special guy.
He's right here in front of you, and there's now 24 orcs surrounding this room. Basically, their pikes leveled at you. And he says,
You fight well. Getting all those commoners away from some of my best men. I commend you for that.
You're going to have to find new best man, I'm afraid.
Looks like I might. But that's all right.
and he reaches down and he grabs the spear as he sheathes his longsword. He grabs the spear in one hand, and he says,
Now, you can see I've got you outnumbered by quite a bit.
Yes.
I'll offer you a deal. I'll let your people go through that tunnel. You can follow them as well. But
and he pulls the spear out, twirling it in the air. He says,
as I said, you fight well. One of you can challenge me. A duel to unconsciousness. If I win, I'll let you go. You can flee. I won't pursue you, not for 3 days. If you win, you can go, and you can have my axe.
And all of our people can come too?
As I said, 3 days.
A man of honor, it seems.
Fine.
There's one catch.
What?
Whichever of you faces me
and he throws the spear on the ground.
Has to use a spear.
must
Yeah.
wield that spear.
That's Gregory.
Oh boy.
Fine. I am at low HP, and so I guess I say, I'm afraid you won't be fighting me at my best.
He says,
No, don't worry.
and he grabs he opens a pouch on the
Yay,
horse's
cool.
saddle, and he tosses you enough healing potions to get you back to full. He says,
I don't fight anything but the best.
and he lowers his weapons.
Be ready to run.
Uh,
Those who take commoners as prisoners. Little in the way of honor.
Before we leave, I would know the name of our conqueror.
You face Garkula Kar.
Of course we do.
I am Zonag's chief commander. One of his most valiant under chiefs. And I claim Abu Dhabi as my own.
You can certainly try. I won't stop you.
Put my
I,
javelin into place on my back. Move
I
forward.
on my staff, there's a leaf, or it's filled with multiple leaves. I'm gonna pluck one of them, and tuck it behind Thaddeus's armor and say, "Oh, good luck. It was nice knowing you."
All right.
I'm also gonna.
Fine.
That's also casting guidance.
All right. On that's a skill check. So
That's a D4 plus any
Yeah, to his
for an
skill
ability check.
yeah.
All right.
You
So
stand
everyone else
accused
will remove from the map.
of assault and murder upon the citizens.
Here we go, boys. It's 1v1
By my
duel.
authority as a judicial official of the Church and of the
Thaddeus
Crown,
Bolt
I
versus.
sentence you to death.
He says,
I sentence you to try.
and he slashes his hand axe into his longsword, and he says,
Come on, then!
I reach down and grab
"Roll
the
for
spear.
initiative."
This was a duel to unconscious.
I know.
Oh, look at you.
15, not bad.
All right. Well, you've got the initiative. Go ahead.
And it's just, spear's just d6 when it's one-handed, yeah?
Right.
All right, here we go. Oh, all right. First attack was pretty good. It's a nat 18, so a 23
Nice.
for 7 damage with the spear of Jalakar.
All right. As you
I don't know
go.
about that.
Oh,
spoilers!
This is so far. You know it's a +2 spear. As you feel it.
Actually, that was then that was much better. So what did I say? 7
So
damage,
it's 9
9
damage.
damage.
All right. And I need to. I need that.
Here we
you
come
plunge
to
the
kill
spear
an
forward,
orc.
right into
with me.
This guy's wearing heavy plate. You
Oh,
stab
jeez.
straight up, and I mean it's
Oh,
fine
no.
plate. It looks like dwarven plate.
Oh,
As you stab forward, it plunges straight into his shoulder, and he laughs and he says,
Right! You hit good.
and he
You
goes
hit
swinging
good.
in.
I'm probably gonna die right now.
And he says,
I hit better!
and he swings in as the orcs cheer. So that's gonna be. All right, he hits you twice.
There it is.
Redo one of those.
Okay.
All right. All right, he only hits once,
Okay.
All
For
right.
13 damage and I'm down.
dealing 11
still
slashing
up.
damage.
Wow.
What happens
with
if
his
they
battle
tie?
axe. What happens if they? Oh, I'm sorry. He hit with his hand axe, so he hit max. I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing there. That should have been his longsword. Never mind. All right, yeah. So 11 damage. All right, that makes it your turn.
Colby, what happens if they tie
If they tie what?
this battle?
They won't. One of them will be unconscious and one of them won't.
You never know.
So that's
Ah.
there. That is. 25
That'll
to
hit.
for max damage, which would be 11, which is as much as he did with not as much effort. I imagine.
All right.
So as I'm reeling from that blow, the light take you, and I swing back forward and just kind of clip him across the jaw with the back end, I guess.
All right. Well,
I'm trying as hard
you
as I
clip
can.
him, you slash into his face. He takes his longsword and uses it to push your javelin out of the way. Then taking his hand axe, and as he grabs his hand axe, he swings it down right into your collarbone, and he crit you,
Okay.
dealing
Oh.
13 slashing damage.
I'm down.
You're down.
And as you fall to the ground,
No.
Oh, I'll take
What
it.
is it?
I'm giving him my inspiration. It's a tenacity. Use this card when you are dropped to 0 HP or fewer. You may take an attack action as a bonus action.
all right,
Alright, so-
or as a reaction, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Right, go ahead.
as the blow hits me, poof, and then I fall down. But that's another 25 to hit. What the
You
heck?
got him.
For 8 damage.
All right, yeah. You plunge the spear upwards into him. It slams into his rib cage right at the plate mail. But he's still
Yeah.
he's in fatal unconsciousness. He stands over you. He grabs on that spear.
Perhaps you don't fight as well as I thought.
He takes the spear and closes his eyes for a moment. And he goes,
Excellent.
Yeah,
Take your friend and go.
not good.
and he straps the spear back onto the dire wolf. And he says,
A pleasure meeting you all.
Does he look injured at all?
Maybe I should.
"Yeah, a little bit." So
What would happen
didn't
in
take a
orc
There's-
kind?
there's
If you
2
take the
dozens.
leader, do they follow you
no,
as an honor?
typically not. No.
Okay.
Also, there's 2 dozen of them. You would not be able to bring him down before they stabbed you all. a bunch.
Right.
What was the losing part of that?
We get to get away.
you get
and
to
we'll-
go
We get
away.
to go.
And we'll
Yeah,
get
you
3
just don't
days.
get his weapon.
Did you have any more rerolls?
No,
No.
that was
Uh,
All right, so you have a 3-day head start. He says,
You better go.
He has a lot of HP.
I'll
I'm
be
guessing.
counting.
He's important.
and he sheathes his sword and hooks his axe into his belt loop.
Oh, I've been in one place for too long anyway.
He turns to the guy next to him and he says,
Raise the banner atop the keep.
No.
All right, so we're out.
"All right." As you head out, you find your way to the end of the tunnel.
We have to.
Adalbert and Cantos are waiting for you, and Adalbert, seeing you being dragged out, he says, "What happened?"
The orc challenged our strongest to a one-on-one duel, and we did not succeed.
I see.
We have 3 days before they begin.
Wasn't bad. I didn't do too bad.
Well, we'd better get moving then. I don't know where we should go. Because we could try to pass through Thangorodrim. The dwarves might be welcoming to us, and I have heard that a knight paladin of the church, Nullius, is there, experienced in fighting orcs. Perhaps he could help us. Or we could try to... No, that doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't do that.
Try what?
Am I awake by this point, or am I still unconscious?
You're still unconscious.
You're
Okay.
asleep. You're taking a little nap.
He says, although the priest does come and start tending to your wounds, you'll probably wake up during this next sentence.
Okay.
He says, well, we could, of course, try sailing across the cauldron and going through Guayron. The wood elves would likely harbor us, allowing us to get down to Logrin. That would let us warn the king there. Alternatively,
The king must be warned.
well, any of the ways we go, of course, we'll warn the king. Canto said, they're all roughly equal paths. It just determines which challenges we wish to face. He says, the dwarves are a noble people. We could also go through the Crowford. And Adalbert gives him a look.
The what? The what?
The Crowford. Fort inevitable.
With the Hell Knights.
Aye, Amer's Hell Knights are tough, yes, but they're not wicked. Adalbert says, you know as well as I do, we'd get half our men in trouble and executed if we went through there. And he says, not if they follow the rules and behave. And Adalbert says, and how are we going to get an entire town displaced from their homes to behave?
We can't go that way. We can't go that way. We can't put these people in danger. What happens if we go across the cauldron? What are we likely to find?
Well, we'd run into the wood elves for sure. The difficult part is finding a ship to secure passage across the cauldron. There are towns near the cauldron, but they usually try not to sail across it.
Wouldn't Piran's Bluff be have some sort of ship available for us?
Piran's Bluff? No, they don't have any ships. They're in the mountains, of course.
I thought they were a port city.
These cities
Cauldron's
along the
what
cauldron,
is
do
it?
they bear allegiance to the crown?
Along the cauldron, no, they're mostly independent, though some bear loyalty to Caneth, or King Philip.
My authority in the church might carry us, it might not.
That won't work.
You know what sounds actually really good? Guayron. I've never been there, and I've heard the trees there seem very
We still have
tall.
to find a ship to get
Right.
us across the cauldron.
You see Reagan say, I still think that Nullius is the right option. If we find him in Thangorodrim, he could help us.
No, she has a point there.
My kinsmen are unlikely to take advantage of a community of unarmed commoners. Unless we're planning on dealing with the deep dwarves.
Remind me, why is that part of the sea called the cauldron again?
You see Canto shake his head and he says, it's not worth sailing across, that's why. It boils. In the old days, legend tells that a war with the dragons destroyed the land beneath the sea, and now it is one with the fire beneath the earth.
Oh boy. That's...
My vote is to go through
Dark
Thangorodrim.
creatures lurk in the cauldron.
I do not mind going with the dwarves.
That's also true.
No offense to you, but I don't trust the dwarves. We'd be better off with our own kind.
Our own kind. Your
Our
own kind.
own kind. The Crowford is our best bet.
So how many decisions we have right now? Guayron, Crowfort,
Right, you could go through the Crowfort where Amer, the Crow's Hell Knights.
and that's
raid.
up in northern Thermacath?
That is at the line between basically where Karasharuk and the Waystar
Yeah.
leading into Thermacath.
Yeah.
They're
they're tough customers too.
They are tough customers. There is they're known for a very strict adherence to very strict laws. So here, I can show you on the map.
Yeah.
So if you look, I'm gonna take your
Go ahead.
thing.
ahead, take
If you
it.
look, and I'll come around and show all of you.
The map will be on YouTube for everyone.
All right. So you basically Karasharuk is here. That's where the orcs come from,
Yeah,
right? So you are nestled right here under this mountain.
that's where we are currently.
Right. That's where that's where Aberdovey is. Right here is the Crow Fort.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, right there's the Crow Fort. You could go through Thangorodrim right here at the mountains, or you could try to sail across the cauldron to Gueron and go south. I'll show.
Yeah.
The map is also
if you-
on
if
the
you take a look-
Instagram page if you want to check
So,
that out. It also
Aberdovy's
has
right here.
like story
in between those
information
two
on each of the
The
nations if
cauldron,
you want to read
is
each one
there.
for
You
each
can
of
sail
those
across
guys.
to Gueron and go
The
south.
Instagram is D20
Thangorodrim is
Theater.
these mountains here, or you could So those are the three.
Yeah.
The Crow Fort's right at the end there.
I
The
was
dwarves have
making
no
note-
love for the orcs. They would be unlikely to take their side,
You're between those.
and
two
they've
mountains.
maintained healthy trading with
The
Thrumacath
Crow
for a
Fort's
while.
here.
Frankly, I was
The,
traveling south
Cauldron
anyway.
is there,
So this
so
is
you
on
can
my
sail across the
path.
south.
Did all of our people
Thangorodrim
get
is in the
out
mountains.
once he beat me?
Yes, well, they all let him.
Good.
Kantos, why can't we just go through the space in between the two mountains to the southeast?
That's Thangorodrim. That's their territory. We don't pass through the line anymore. He gestures to a map that Adalbert's pulled out, and he says the only part of the mountains that doesn't belong to Thangorodrim is the line between Pirin's and Beldrin's bluffs. He says, but the line is a war zone. Cainith and Thrumacath tear each other to shreds in the line.
I was a part of it, I know.
This is a column of unarmed men and women and children. I know the infighting is fierce, but it's not fierce enough to kill a bunch of civilians.
Adalbert lowers his eyes and he says, no war ends without civilian death.
If we can put aside our racism, maybe we should go with the dwarves.
And they're the ones that are in the waste, correct?
They're in the mountains.
Yeah.
They are
Of the waste, right?
they're stout and trustworthy.
And I really don't mind the plants that are inside the mountains. I traveled
Very
across
good
there to
nice.
get here.
If we go through the Hell Knights, you're going to get half your people killed as soon as they step on the wrong blade of grass.
Albert says, that's what I've been trying to say.
Kantos, please.
He says, I will defer to your judgment.
Cool.
As he
Yeah,
eats his
little
cookie.
Then we will travel to the dwarves. of
Delicious
Thangorodrim.
heresy.
Cookie
As
love.
you said.
I do not know what they did to you, but let us see if they can help. They seem our best bet for now.
Alright. They all sort of nod, and Reagan shouts to the lines of commoners as they're carrying, just what little goods they could escape with. Right! We've got a hard march ahead of us, and very little food. Let's keep a brisk pace.
Reminds me, Captain Reagan, I appreciate you following our lead on this. I know you would like to see Nolius, but if
No,
things-
Nullius is with the dwarves.
Oh, he's
We're
with
going
them.
right
that's
where
right.
I'd like to be.
Well, great.
Never mind. Hooray.
While we're walking,
I'll mount up, I guess.
can
on the
I
horse.
be
Yeah, you guys have your horses. You got
tending
it.
to those who are wounded?
Yeah,
Same
fine.
here.
You
trying
and,
to keep
and,
them from the black.
Eldon is as well.
I'll do what I can.
Cool. I'm not like making a show of it. It's not like about my religion,
Right.
I'll
but
work with it.
I'm doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
prayers to the red and the black
Alright.
and all that.
Without
And
any.
as you form up with your column of civilians, children crying in tow, mothers looking back to see their home with banners being raised over it that they don't recognize. You move on.
Is it
towards
the spear in
mountains.
the tree?
It is.
Do
And
not
we'll
look
call
back.
it there.
All right.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching, and all the follows, and the chat was exploding this evening. Thoroughly enjoyed it. This will be posted on YouTube fairly soon. Do some edits, and make sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, feel free to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow our channel, and we'll
Sure.
keep it moving.
Share everything you can. Let's
She'll
get more
like,
people
subscribe.
watching. Yeah.